Epstein trafficked young girls. Epstein committed suicide before his trial. The case has sparked questions about the Justice Department's handling of the investigation. President Trump has called those criticisms a witch hunt and directed the Attorney General release credible information about the case.
Fox's Jared Halpern expanded warnings along the East Coast to pay attention to Hurricane Erin. Even though a U.S. landfall is not in the forecast, Atlantic City, New Jersey Mayor Marty Small.
Tomorrow is going to be a messy day and a dangerous day due to the winds and flooding. Some streets could be shut down.
There are mandatory evacuations in North Carolina's Outer Banks. A senior ISIS member projected to become the next ISIS leader in Syria is taken out by the U.S. military. An official confirming a raid in northern Syria yesterday. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Fall is coming. It's cloudy and 81 degrees in the Circle City. I'm John Herrick. This report is brought to you by Moss Roofing. Here's what's trending at 3:02. That's the message from Cody Moore. He's a meteorologist with the National Weather Service in Indianapolis.
I'd say the biggest story over the next 10 days will probably be lows reaching the mid to upper 40s. Tuesday night and Wednesday.
He also expects little to no rain during this 10-day stretch, with highs either being in the upper 70s or low 80s. Indiana Governor Mike Braun made extensive use of the Indiana State Police helicopter for transportation, with 11 flights between March and August costing almost $24,000. The trips included flights between his Jasper family home and Indianapolis, with the state also paying for a helipad installation at his home. Braun's travel pattern included trips for events, public appearances, and personal visits. $3.16 a gallon is the statewide average for gas today, says AAA. That's a few cents higher than the national average. A former corrections officer at the Indiana Women's Prison was found guilty of raping an inmate at the prison this week. Yuzo Chukwu Chinweze was convicted of 1 count of rape and 2 counts of sexual misconduct. The investigation started in January of 2024 when the inmate reported being raped by Chinweze. He is supposed to be sentenced September 15th. It's a case in Indiana that dates back to 2013, where investigators now say they've made a breakthrough. Johnette Cruz reports.
After nearly a dozen years, a Clarksville cold case has finally been solved. Authorities say a major break in the 2013 double murder came after DNA evidence was matched to a suspect recently located at a federal facility in Georgia. Carlos Alberto Bonilla Ganiguez is now awaiting extradition to Indiana to face charges in the deaths of 2 men. Both were found stabbed inside of a burning home. Johnette Cruz, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
News time 3:04. Your traffic and weather in 1 minute.
Mike loves summer in Indy, but he hates to paint. So he called Rhino Shield.
Our home is basically a contemporary, and we just started noticing that the paint was just fading and just looked like garbage. We had received a postcard from Rhino Shield, and we decided to take a look at it.
Rhino Shield's formulated for our specific climate here in Indiana.
The process with Rhino Shield and their crew, they were just very conscientious. We had problems in the past with painters. They leave debris and everything. Well, we didn't have that with Rhino Shield.
Way better than paint, backed by a 25-year warranty. And right now, get the guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield for 10% off the regular price.
The thing about Rhino Shield, the heat gain has been reduced, and we save $70 a month. You don't hear that about any type of paint.
Here's Rhino Shield's Shane Smith.
This offer is limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl.
Go Rhino.
Paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
With traffic at 3:05, here's Matt Bear.
All right, John, northeast side. We have a stall on northbound 465 shy of the I-69 interchange, blocking 2 center lanes and jamming up traffic back to Penn Pike. 21-minute delay at the moment. Southbound 6570 stopped. Northwood down to the South Split, delayed 7 minutes. Northbound 65 slow before Raymond into the South Split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Payday. Packed with peanuts and filled with golden caramel, Payday is one hardworking candy bar. So grab one now to power you through the day. Payday Peanut Caramel Bar. Get to it. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
The forecast from the American Standard Cooling Weather Center.
Mostly cloudy skies today, slightly humid but cooler with highs only near 81. Partly cloudy with lows in the mid-60s overnight tonight. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Tara Hastings for 93 WIBC.
And I'm John Herrick, on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Hammer and Nigel.
Can you believe these characters are weirdos?
So let's rock.
Yeah, look, a violent night in Indy. I hate starting off segments like this, Hammer, but we got to make it known that, like, whenever you hear some politician, some high up in the Hogshead administration say everything's safe, everything's fine, we're doing okay, we're all good here, crime's going down, okay, but just ask the victims of these crimes that were perpetrated last night.
Not necessarily a violent night, but one hell of an hour. This all happened within 1 hour's time.
Yeah, that's an even better description.
So just before 9:30 last night, IMPD investigate a woman who was fatally shot. Looks like this was some sort of domestic dispute. This happened near 10th and Rule. And the thing that's heartbreaking here, Nige, is that the guy that's in custody now, the victim's husband, reportedly shot her in front of children.
Yeah, there were kids present. Yeah, utter disregard for human life. I don't know the context. I don't need to know the context. I don't know what was going on in the relationship. I don't care. You don't kill a kid. You don't pull a trigger on a human being in front of kids. I don't. Oh, that's just gut-wrenching to me that there were children that had to see that.
So that was just before 9:30. About 30 minutes later, a guy getting off of work, UPS worker, shot and killed on the northwest side, right around 81st Street. This was at about 9:55 p.m. Per the IMPD, the UPS employee was sitting on a bench in the area just before the shooting occurred. While he was sitting there, a subject approached him, just started firing shots. The victim got up, tried to run away, but ultimately collapsed and died. Here is IMPD Captain Rob Ryder.
It was such a tragic, senseless crime. Here you have a man working, doing what he's supposed to be doing, and ends up being the victim of a murder.
It just pisses me off. It really does. You hear these senseless murders or whatever, whether you're working at UPS or working late night at a gas station or any sort of situation, a workplace shooting. You know, this is truly senseless.
Dude's doing everything right. I mean, he's working, he's getting off work, getting ready to go home. And look, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. If this was retribution, we don't know because the subject and the suspect has not been apprehended yet. And that's not good. But here's a guy that was working.
They'll get him.
Got off of work and shot and killed. So that happened at around 9:55. And then, lastly, at around 10:15 p.m. last night, near 21st and Arlington, a person was shot. Now, that person's going to make it. Stable condition at the hospital. But 9:30, 9:55, and 10:15. In less than an hour's time, you have 3 high-profile shootings in the city of Indianapolis. 2 homicides.
So, yeah, when I came on here at the beginning and said, yeah, violent night in Indy, you kind of drilled down and said, well, yeah, it was a violent night, but more like a violent hour.
Right.
And I don't know, that makes it worse, I think.
And you're so right, though, when you say you're going to hear from Hogshead. You're going to hear from the prosecutor's office. Crime is down in Indianapolis. They're telling you that crap in Washington, D.C. One, do you believe the accurate reporting coming from the folks that are in charge of that? And number 2, okay, it may be down from what? The record level that the current administration here in Indianapolis had a big hand in, right? You don't get to do a victory lap because, well, it's down a little bit. We're not at record levels.
Well, it was at record levels a few years ago when you were in charge, bud.
You're not supposed to get a record every single year. Being top 5 does not warrant a victory lap. When you look at the 5 most violent years in the long storied history of the city of Indianapolis, it's been the last 5 years. Okay? And yes, we're not at 2020 levels, which is good. But my God, let's pump the brakes here. Crime is down. What's wrong with you people? Well, 3 people got shot in an hour's span last night. One guy was working. Another woman got shot in front of kids. So you tell me, like, maybe we're the ones that are talking about it out loud. I don't know if you're going to get a lot of coverage on these stories elsewhere, but damn, it's our job to let you know what's happening here in the capital city. Nige, Anthony Richardson's agent.
Who?
Backup quarterback now for the Indianapolis Colts.
Oh, these guys are going to be holding the clipboard on the sidelines for the first regular season home game, huh?
For Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
It's not like, you're Josh Allen's backup. You're Patrick Mahomes' backup. You're backing up Daniel Jones. But Richardson's agent now says that trust is questionable between their camp and the Indianapolis Colts. Like, if I'm the Colts, if I'm the Ursays, like if I'm Carly Ursay, I'm like, listen, I get you're looking after your client here, but the trust went out the window when the number 4 pick in the draft tapped out because he was tired.
Oh, is that when? Yeah, he got knocked down and tapped his helmet and just took himself out.
Right.
Just kind of, which is, I don't know if that what happened last year when he did that. Is that unprecedented? I don't know.
McAfee, who I trust knows more about this than we do.
Yeah.
Pat McAfee said he's never seen that before.
Okay, yeah.
And he can't imagine what the locker room would be like if the guy with the C on his chest, the captain, the quarterback, the guy that's, making the big money, says he's tired and wants to come out.
Kind of all started from there, didn't it?
The injuries.
You give him some grace. He was injured in the first year, and then the second season, whatever. But right after that happened, that was kind of where it all started to go downhill for AR.
He just never got any better. And this is what people who have been watching SEC football were trying to tell everybody. Phenomenal athlete, big and strong, not somebody you'd want to get into a fight with, but he can't move the chains on third down. He can't make the easy throws. He can't read a defense well.
You tell me, did the coach Steichen, he's the end-all, be-all when it says who's starting for quarterback, so he looks at the general manager who drafted Anthony Richardson at number 4. He looks at the GM and says, I'm going to start this other guy here that we picked up from the Giants for $14 million rather than the guy Ballard that you picked. I mean, that takes some stones, man.
Steichen's like, if I'm going to get fired, I'm going down with the guy that gives me a better chance to win.
Right.
Right now, Daniel Jones gives Steichen a better chance to keep his job than Anthony Richardson does.
But looking at the guy that drafted Richardson, your boss, it's saying, I'm going with my guy. Holy God almighty, you got some cojones on you, Shane.
And again, your guy wasn't good enough to start for the Giants at the end of the year. So let that sink in. Oh, man, it's a mess, but we'll see what happens. Nige, after all of this bad news, I think we need something good. If you need a reason to drink and celebrate tonight, happy 55th birthday, 5-5, to Fred Durst, frontman of Limp Bizkit.
He's still doing, damn it. It's just one of those days.
Hold that thought.
Okay.
Hold that thought.
All right.
Don't step on this because I know what you want to do.
Oh, I want to do it so bad.
You know
Come
these
on.
songs. You know these songs.
Oh, Allison.
But I don't know if producer Allison does. So, in honor of Fred Durst's 55th birthday, we're going to play a little Don't Forget the Lyrics with producer Allison.
Oh, you're changing it up a little bit.
I think we've already done a montage of the Biscuits.
We have, and it was very under.
So, I've got 3 big hits of Limp Bizkit here. We're going to play them. At some point, we're going to stop. Allison, it's your job to get the next line or next couple of words right, okay?
Okay.
I've got 3 of them, Nige. Will she get any of these right?
She'll get 1.
Okay, number 1.
I did it all for the biscuits.
No.
No,
come on.
I did it all for the chumps.
No.
I did it all for.
You know the word. First of all, I think she knows the word.
Home.
She knows the word. She just doesn't want to say it.
It's a clean word, right?
Yeah,
I generally don't know.
You don't know
the popo?
Nookie. We're looking for. I did it all for the nookie.
What's a nookie?
Relations. That's slang for relations.
Or an anatomy, maybe.
Yeah, the female anatomy. I did it all for the nookie.
I did it all for the popo. The popo.
For the biscuit. I like mine better. Nookie, yuck.
I thought that was the one she was going to get.
I did too.
Let's try number 2. Allison?
Yeah.
It's just one of those days where you don't want to wake up. Everybody sucks. You don't really know why, but you want to justify.
You don't really know why, but you want to justify.
Spitting on the ground.
Oh, Allison.
Ripping someone's head off.
We were looking for ripping someone's head off.
Really?
Yes.
I was close.
Ripping someone's head off. All right,
Wow.
let's limp to the finish with this last one.
All right, biscuit.
All right, partner.
This one's got a ramp to it here.
Keep on rolling, baby. You know what time it is.
You might have a chance at this one. Let it play out.
Chocolate starfish.
55th birthday. Fred Durst. Here we go, Allison.
Keep rolling, rolling, rolling,
Yeah!
rolling, rolling.
I did know that one.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
I said you'd get one, right?
Yeah,
All right.
you know
There we
me.
go.
1 out of 3.
Now I'm fired up.
I'm
Let's
impressed.
go. Matt Bear.
All right, fellas, at Allison, northeast side, northbound 465. At I-69 right, where 465 and 69 split, we have a stall, and they were able to get it over to the right lane. So the right lane is blocked right now. Traffic is jammed up back to Pendleton Pike in delay time at 24 minutes. Southbound 65 70 loaded up from the north split down to the south split. And inbound 65 starting to slow around west. Northbound 65 south assigned slow. Raymond up to the south split. Those southbound lanes stop and go before and after Keystone Avenue. Traffic sponsored by Payday, packed with peanuts and filled with golden caramel. Payday is one hardworking candy bar. So grab one now to power you through the day. Payday Peanut Caramel Bar. Get to it. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Cloudy skies, 76 at the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. And we're going to have fun this afternoon. We got some concert tickets to give away. We got some special guests. As a matter of fact, a couple of them are about to join us in studio.
Who?
Our pal Jen Watterson from Hughes Culinary.
Oh, Jen usually brings drinks.
She is phenomenal at bringing and making the drinks.
Okay.
Devour is underway, so we'll talk about that.
Okay, I see. I get the connection.
Tony Kinnett lined up for a little bit later on, the Tonus. And yeah, man, it's National Radio Day. We're celebrating all afternoon here on the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Join the Home and Garden Show live this Saturday at Nature Spire, Carmel's only plant boutique. Plants, moss art, and more. Register to win the Classic Pumpkin Package giveaway. 421 South Rangeline.
Mark Dietel, real estate expert here in Indy, can help you find a new home, sell your current home. In fact, Zillow ranks Indy number 2 among 2025's hottest markets. Home values have risen and are holding strong, and now is a great time to sell. In fact, Sarah had an investment property in Fountain Square, ran into some financial trouble, and needed to sell the place fast for max dollars. Hired Mark Dietel's team, and they were able to sell the property within weeks for over list price.
Mark Dietel is the only real estate expert that we trust and recommend on our show because of the guarantee. Mark Dietel guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. You pick the move date, no long-term contracts. You can cancel at any time. Call Mark Dietel today. 317-755-4232 or go to markdietel.com. That's Mark, Dietel, markdietel.com.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. And when it comes to music, change is all around us. Songs are rewritten. Classics are remixed. Bands and artists come and go. Even our taste in music changes. Here at Xfinity, we know there's still good in keeping some things the same. That's why we want to do our part with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. It means no matter what changes, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment included for a price that stays exactly the same. Surprised? Life is full of them. One internet price, 5 years, guaranteed. Learn more at xfinity.com/deals. Restrictions apply. New residential customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024.
Road trip! This summer at Tire Discounters, your tires are your passport to savings, because you're driving to Paris.
Texas!
Then it's off to Rome.
Georgia!
And you'll be kissing the Blarney Stone in Dublin.
Ohio!
Right now, save up to $404 when you buy 4 tires, and that includes a free alignment and oil change. Stop at Tire Discounters before you see the world.
Hi, this is Zach from Ingledow Tree Experts. When it comes to the health and beauty of your trees, trust Ingledow Tree Experts. Our certified arborists ensure your trees are trimmed, removed, and cared for with precision. Summer is the perfect time to schedule fall pruning. Call now for your free estimate and let us handle the hard work. 317-903-0102 or visit ingledowtreeexperts.com for more information. Ingledow Tree Experts, where your trees come first.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to goodrx.com/GLP. That's goodrx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
Well, summer's still hot, and so are the deals at Tom Roush Lincoln. Right now, get 0% for up to 48 months on 2025 Lincoln Aviator and Nautilus, or 0.9% for 72 months on 2025 Grand Touring Corsair. Or how about a $50,000 Lincoln Corsair from just $499 per month? So come get one of those hot summer deals at Tom Roush Lincoln in Fisher.
MSRP $52.20, 36-month term, $2,500 due at signing, $499 a month, 10,500 miles per year. Good through 8/31/25.
It's Pet Appreciation Month at Zero Res. Get 3 rooms clean for $129, 15% off the pet odor treatments, $50 off air duct cleaning. ZeroResIndy.com.
This hour on 93 WIBC, powered by Pierce Jewelers and Carmel, designers of fine custom jewelry.
But it's happy hour drinking double cheers.
Here's listen to the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Yeah, hi. My name is Nigel. Jason Hammer right over there with a very special in-studio guest.
One of our favorites, right? We love it when Jen comes by.
We like it.
Jen Watterson, the director of beverages for Hughes Culinary. And again, we like to remind our audience, there may be somebody listening for the first time, Hughes Culinary, who are the businesses that are associated with that?
Well, we have 8 locations in the Indianapolis area now. St. Elmo Steakhouse, of course, the original. Harry and Izzy's, HC Tavern, and 1933 Lounge.
So these are some high-profile, well-known businesses here, right? This is like top-of-the-line stuff.
We work hard to be that way, yes.
The one in Carmel is the lounge, right?
Yes.
Man, I haven't been there yet, but I have heard amazing things about it.
It's
and
beautiful.
My wife's been inside, and she said it's just incredible.
She went without you.
I know. She went with co-workers, but okay. But yes,
they require pants in there, Nige.
She went without me, of course. And what is the director of beverages for Hughes Culinary? What does that job description entail? That job title.
The short, fun version is I get to drink booze all day long, but actually...
Hey, we're the director of beverages for WIBC.
Yeah. But actually, I'm responsible for all of our restaurants' liquor, beer, and wine programs for the whole company. So I'm always working on developing recipes.
Specials,
learning with our supplier partners and learning about the brands that we carry, selecting those brands, the stories behind them, and really trying to bring in products that we can stand proud and stand behind to serve.
Cool gig.
It is. And it's so underrated to just walk up to the bar at like St. Elmo. Like you don't always have to go in and get, a meal and sit in the back and do the kind of thing. You can belly up at the bar and have some amazing drinks.
Yeah, I mean, it's great people watching.
It
It's
is
my favorite thing to do.
Absolutely. Devour is underway. Now, Devour used to be a program called Devour Downtown, and it has since grown. Now it's like Devour Indy, not just downtown. It's all over the place, and all of the Hughes culinary restaurants are a part of this. Walk us through some of the big things that you've got going on.
Well, what is Devour, first of all? What is it?
Yeah, Devour is 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 times out of the year that all of these restaurants in Indianapolis area get together and offer, discounted or specials. Typically, they're 3-course lunches, 3-course dinners for a set menu price, and now has evolved to include some cocktails and wine specials. And it's really just a way to show off our restaurants and everyone to kind of show off their restaurants and hopefully encourage some people to get out and try different places.
Even competition, it's like you guys are kind of simpatico here in this time of in these couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody plays nice.
Yes.
Kind of, I guess. Looking at some of the deals here, prefix menus starting at $15 for lunch and $45 for dinner.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Each restaurant has a signature cocktail just for this event, just for Devour. And lo and behold, you happen to bring some in studio. What a coincidence.
I sure did. I mean, I don't know if you would let me come in if I didn't bring any beverages. But
Part of the deal, Jen.
So what I brought today is the Strawberry Mirage. This cocktail...
Hold that up to the YouTube camera, Nige.
Got it, bud.
This cocktail was created by one of our bartenders, Chelsea. She works at 1933 in Fishers, and she actually used this cocktail to participate in the Devour Indie Cocktail Contest.
Oh, okay.
And her drink won the People's Choice Award.
Nice. So she's the people's champion. She's like the Rock of that place.
Yes.
Does she walk around and remind everybody she's the people's champion? Oh, this is awesome.
So we've got strawberry infused tequila, some Aperol, some lemon.
Oh, this is good.
And just a little hint of mezcal, just a little.
I do
spritz.
love some tequila.
My wife would love this.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
She likes even Aperol. She
there's some in there.
She makes like an Aperol spritzer every now and then, but you add some mezcal in there and some
tequila,
some strawberry.
Who gets the final decision? Because I'm sure every bartender comes up and says, "I've got a great signature cocktail."
Oh, that's a good point.
They can't all be 10s, right? So
right.
who gets the final call? Was that you?
Yes. But this was a contest sponsored by the Indiana Restaurant Lodging Association and RNDC. So I did not run the contest. Our staff were encouraged to participate. They chose finalists. We had 2 finalists, Chelsea with this drink, and then Kaya. She's a bartender at St. Elmo. Her cocktail was the Kiwi Crush, and it became a finalist for the Barkeep Vodka category. And so we are featuring her drink at Harry and Izzy's in St. Elmo, and then this one is at the rest of the restaurants.
Chelsea was the...
Chelsea,
What's
yes.
her name?
Chelsea.
Her first... You can say her first and last name.
Chelsea Ludi.
Chelsea Ludi.
Chelsea
came up with
Ludi. Chelsea Ludi in the newsie. I like these things right here. These are really
Congratulations, Chelsea. This is delicious.
And Devour goes on through Sunday. And again, we're talking about St. Elmo, Harry and Izzy, HC Tavern, 1933 Lounge, that's downtown, Fishers, Carmel. They've got you covered.
And the airport, too, if you're flying.
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, so the airport is also, restaurants are also participating in Devour. They've got some feature little combos so you can get in and get out, but catch your flight and enjoy as well.
I like a good airport bar. I'm a man that enjoys an airport bar.
Especially if it's Harry and Izzy.
I know, right? Man, this is fantastic. We love it when you guys come in. You guys have always been so kind to us, great partners. One more time, if somebody wants to take part of Devour, whether it's for the food or these iconic cocktails, where can they go?
They can go to St. Elmo, Harry and Izzy's, HC Tavern, 1933 Lounge. You can check out our menus on the Devour Indie website. Also know that Mondays through Wednesdays, we offer $10 off your Devour menu, dinner menu, Mondays through Wednesdays. And also, if you're in the know, best kept secret is come do Devour Monday through Wednesday during happy hour, and you can get happy hour pricing on our featured beverages as well.
Love it.
Oh, there we go.
Thanks,
Next
Jen.
time you come in, I'm going to have my own signature cocktail for you. I hope you like Schlitz. That's all I'm saying. Pabst Blue Ribbon, maybe a little Schlitz, I don't know. You can be the judge of it, okay?
I'm going to put some liquor in there too, though, right?
Jen, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Preparing for the future means having a good plan and making smart, pragmatic investments. That's where my friends at Trajan Wealth come in. Matt Bear here. Hey, Trajan Wealth, my fiduciary advisors, is hosting a movie event that discusses the importance of retirement planning strategies. It's called Retirement on the Brink. Retirement on the Brink is their eye-opening documentary revealing the risks that could derail your future. One night only, September 25th at 6 p.m., at Flick's Brewhouse in Carmel. Reserve your VIP seat at retirementonthebrink.com or give Trajan Wealth a call today at 800-670-0366 to get on the list for this exclusive event. Go to retirementonthebrink.com to reserve your VIP seat now or call today to learn more. 800-670-0366. That's 800-670-0366. retirementonthebrink.com. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Paid advertisement DBA in most states as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
A change in the Indiana weather vane. Cloudy and 82 degrees in downtown Indy and 70 is your low tonight. I'm John Herrick. Here's what's trending at 3:33. If you've wanted relief from the summer heat in Indiana, then you might like what Cody Moore with the National Weather Service in Indianapolis has to say here.
In fact, this is probably going to be one of the coolest stretches we've had in months.
He says high temperatures will be either in the upper 70s or low 80s for the next 10 days, with rain not being likely during that time. Conditions, though, are expected to worsen soon near North Carolina's Outer Banks as Hurricane Aaron moves through the Atlantic Ocean. A state of emergency has been declared as the storm's outer bands are expected to bring poor weather conditions to the region. Aaron has maximum sustained winds of 110 miles an hour and is around 335 miles southeast of North Carolina. Someone has the bubonic plague in Northern California.
This person was camping in an area in South Lake Tahoe and was bitten, likely by a flea.
Heather Orchard with El Dorado County Public Health says that cases of the plague are rare, but they do happen. This is their first instance of it since 2020. A wildfire in northwest Colorado triples in size as the state continues to face what leaders there call historic fire activity. Here's Fox's Kristen Goodwin.
The Derby Fire in Colorado's Eagle and Garfield counties ripping through nearly 840 acres, sparking evacuation orders. According to the U.S. Forest Service, the fire, which ignited Saturday by lightning in rugged terrain, grew more than 500 acres overnight with zero containment. Colorado Governor Jared Polis recently declaring a statewide disaster emergency to strengthen fire detection and suppression efforts, noting the state is facing a high-risk wildfire season. Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
Hertz is partnering with Amazon to sell used cars. The car rental company announced on today, pre-owned vehicle sales will be hosted on the Amazon Auto website. Customers 75 miles within Dallas, Houston, Los Angeles, and Seattle can start shopping now. Hertz's stock has also increased since the announcement. You've got traffic and weather in 1 minute. It's 3:35.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Hammer and Nigel to 46220. That's Hammer and Nigel to 46220. Or visit indianaunclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
With traffic at 336, here's Matt Bear.
I have good news. That stall cleared on the northeast side, northbound 465 at East 75th. And we're still loaded back to Penn Pike, but that delay is starting to subside. We dropped to 11 minutes. Southbound 65, 70, stop and go. Michigan Street to the south split. And southbound 65 continues to be slow from Raymond down to Keystone Avenue. Northbound lanes also tight before Raymond into the south split. And that I-65 south side, that is a construction zone. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off plus a free patio door. Trust a local, trust employee-owned, trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Your forecast from the American Standard Cooling Weather Center.
Skies become partly cloudy overnight tonight. We'll see lows fall to the mid-60s. On Thursday, partly cloudy skies. High temperatures will be into the lower 80s. And then lots of sunshine. A seasonable day on Friday. We'll go with highs right around to the mid-80s. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Tara Hastings for 93 WIBC.
And I'm John Herrick on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
As kids go back to school, it's time for you to go back to confidence. We Grow Hair Indy helps men and women regain youthful hair with the latest technology in hair restoration and hair transplants. We Grow Hair Indy helps adults get an A+ in appearance with real lasting hair restoration. Whether you're presenting in the boardroom or coaching from the sidelines, confidence starts on top. The team at We Grow Hair Indy uses industry-leading technology to deliver natural results. So while the kids sharpen pencils, you can sharpen your look. Don't be late. Book your free consultation now. Visit WeGrowHairIndy.com or call 317-522-2995 for your free evaluation. 317-522-2995. Get extra credit for investing in your confidence. While the kids are getting back to school, you can get back to your roots. Visit WeGrowHairIndy.com or call 317-522-2995 and tell them Rob sent you.
You're listening to the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Well, Hammer Pootie-Tang, also known as Mad Vlad, also known as President Putin, President of Russia, getting a little cute is a rumored trilat meeting between Putin, Trump, and Zelensky is in the works. Last night, I want to say Putin launched massive aerial assaults strategically near NATO territory around his borders. I don't think it was Putin himself. I don't even know if it's Putin that's actually giving the okay. Does he give the okay to every one of these drone launches and every one of these missile strikes that don't really kill anybody but come perilously close to?
The old KGB guy knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah.
This one being so close to a NATO border at the same time when everybody's like, peace deal, this, that. No, old Pootie-Tang, old Mad Vlad wanted to send a message, hey, we're winning this war. You're waiting for approval from us.
Yeah.
We don't need approval from you.
We'll be doing you a favor.
So we're going to send some drones, drop a few missiles, maybe a mile away from the border of a NATO country. I mean, it was so close that German warplanes were scrambled overnight from Romania. This was less than a mile from an area that's considered NATO territory.
The thing is, everybody needs to remember when they see something like this, and it hasn't been covered a lot in the media because nobody really is paying attention to a close drone strike near a NATO country because there is no ceasefire. There's no agreement right now between anybody. There's just negotiations, historic negotiations. We've never seen anything like what we saw Monday at the Oval Office with Zelensky and Italy and France and Germany and all these other countries, Finland, and everybody coming together. Basically, Zelensky promising security guarantees.
Right.
We've never seen anything like that before in the history of the United States.
And I think this was
the
very
world.
strategic from Pootie Tang, President Tang, as I've dubbed him,
Tang.
that little reminder to the rest of the world, we're winning this thing. You might not like the fact that they're winning it, but that's the reality. Not everything has the Disney movie ending. Russia is winning that war. Now, it's taken way longer than anybody thought. And I think Russia was completely overrated in terms of their military capabilities and how strong and how quick this war would be. But don't get it twisted. They're not losing this war. They're winning it. So this was a little reminder to everybody, hey, we know what's going on and we're still in control here. Where are we at with actor Mark Hamill?
Luke
Skywalker from the Star Wars films, revealing in a new interview that he considered leaving the United States after Donald Trump became the president again, Nige. He considered it.
Come on, dude. Considered it. That's so weak. Man up. Rosie O'Donnell manned up.
Right.
What's her face? Ellen DeGeneres manned up. They moved out of the country. Considered. Just do it. Wasn't Jimmy Kimmel at one point? Didn't we have that story where he's going to considering moving to Italy because of what's going on in here in the United States right now?
I double dog dare you, Jimmy. Go ahead.
What is going on in the United States right now that would make Mark Hamill want to move to?
DC's being cleaned up.
Yeah, they're protecting the innocent civilians in the nation's capital. Is that what it is? They're not letting people just stroll through a porous border anymore. They're deporting the worst of the worst.
Is anybody going to run to Donald Trump and go, sir, you need to back off? Did you hear? Mark Hamill may leave.
Luke Skywalker was considering leaving. At least you give Rosie O'Donnell and Ellen DeGeneres credit. For years and years, we've heard about celebrities threatening to move out of the country because of Donald Trump, and nobody ever followed through in any way, shape, or form. And then two irrelevant old lesbians moved out of the country, and at least they followed through. At least they talked the talk and walked the walk.
They waddled the waddle in Rosie's case. Now, Rosie still has TDS to the extreme. Like, she moved out of the country to get away from it, but all she posts about is Donald Trump.
She wants to be relevant still. She's irrelevant. Nobody cares about what Rosie O'Donnell thinks. She's a nobody.
Some feel like Ellen left for other reasons. She blamed Trump, but this was at the same time that a lot of the Epstein stuff and Diddy stuff was going on, because whether it's fair or not, her name had been dragged through all of those rumors for a long time. And the fact that she was like, all right, that's it for me. Screw you guys. I'm out of here. Oh, by the way, it's because of Trump. Like, I don't know if I believed that, but I believe Rosie. And you're right, Nige. To that big old woman's credit, she waddled the waddle. She got out of the United States and moved to Ireland. It's National Radio Day today. Today's the day we celebrate all the entertainment you get free on your radio dial, Nige.
Yeah, radio has been a lifelong dream for me. I'm 49 years old. I never thought I'd be in it this long. 18 years old, went to the Christian radio station and begged for a job. Let's see, it was Love 98. WXIR, Love 98, right off Binford Boulevard there.
Okay.
And ever since then, I've somehow been lucky enough to maintain a career.
It's crazy.
full-time.
People hear Hammer and Nigel show. They probably don't know we both started as paid DJs doing Christian radio. I was working at WNTS, which is on the south side. It was right across from Edwards Drive-In near Beach Grove. Reading Bible scriptures at the top of the hour, playing like reel-to-reels of like church services.
Yep, had to do all that. Yeah.
All the gospel and Christian music. And then we both went to the Bear. I think I replaced you at the Bear when they were getting ready to limp to the finish there.
Yeah.
And you went to X103.
Yeah.
I went to the Bear. And then from the Bear, I went to ZPL and had a long run there. You went to Radio Now.
Which is crazy, which is this signal.
Right.
That we're on right now. It used to be Radio Now 93.1.
David on the YouTube chat. Christian radio, as little as Nigel knows about the Bible?
Oh, that's a shot.
Shots
That's
fired.
A shot right there. How dare you, David?
Then after a couple of various pit stops, in and out of radio, smaller jobs or whatnot, you and I got together. We started the Hammer and Nigel Show podcast, and that was a monster for like 5 years. We were doing podcasting before everybody and their brother had one.
We get more hits on our website than most radio stations' websites.
We were beating the pants off those people. We were hired to do mornings at X103, but then the guy, Todd, came in. His name was Todd.
Todd Violet, yeah.
And he didn't like it when we called him Retod. Todd came in.
I wouldn't expect him to, no.
And he's like, well, I'm going to do the morning show. And it was awful. It was a total turd. So we became weekend guys there again.
Yeah, we did that. Did we do nights?
We did some nights. We did some weekends. We were supposed to do the morning show, but Retod wouldn't allow it. And then, long story short, we ended up back over here. You're doing Terre Haute. I'm the marketing director.
Yeah.
We get a shot. We get thrown on the air. Bada bing, bada boom. We have been the #1 rated afternoon drive show here in Indianapolis for the last 8 years.
And today is National Radio Day, so we can brag about it.
It is. So thank you guys so much for being with us every step of the way, from the X and Radio Now days to the ZPL and Bear days and everywhere and in between. You guys rock. Thank you for being so loyal to this program. And we're going to have a little contest, okay? Because you guys are awesome, we're going to do a little contest here. I've got a pair of tickets to see Luke Bryan. Jeff Boggs' favorite singer, Luke Bryan, coming to concert Thursday, August 28th at Ruoff. Here's how we're going to give away the tickets today. Go to the Hammer and Nigel Show Facebook page.
Okay.
And share the new video that we put out today. It's pinned to the top, okay? The digital team in the back always yells at us, you guys got to do more videos, but sometimes they can be a little dated. You need to do something young, something fun. So this was kind of a total troll of our digital department, the video we did today. Just share that. Anybody that shares it, reposts it, you will be put into a drawing to be picked as the winner for the Luke Bryan tickets. We'll have Allison randomly pick a winner, and that's how we're going to do it today.
The star of that video is Matt Bear, just saying.
Without question. And if you want to see Allison do a little sassy walk coming out of an elevator, giving us a little Blanche, if you will, from the Golden Girls with that walk, check out the video. We've got it posted everywhere. It's on our Twitter. It's pinned. It's on our Instagram. Make sure you're following us. And it's also on Facebook. So facebook.com/Hammer and Nigel. Make sure you like us. Make sure you're following us. And repost that video. Reshare it. Anybody that does that, you will be put into the mix to win Luke Bryan concert tickets for Thursday the 28th.
Cool.
The video was fun. We had a lot of fun making this. If you enjoyed the car wash video we've done in the past, the Full House parody video, I think you will enjoy this one. Make sure you watch it with the sound up. And Nigel's right. The breakout star is Matt Bear. So share that video on all of our platforms. This is the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Hey, if you got more than $200,000 saved for retirement, make the smart move and get a 20% upfront bonus and a competitive return that's averaged more than 10% annually over the last 10 years with Bill Demery, your retirement guy here in Indy.
Let's do a little math here, shall we? If you invest $200,000, you get an upfront $40,000 bonus. So now we're talking about $240,000. That $240,000 could earn 10%. Or $24,000 in the very first year. So by the year's end, that original $200,000 could grow to $264,000. That's pretty solid. An extra $64,000 on your money. This is what Bill Demery does. He breaks it down, he explains it to you in a way you can understand, and he can grow your money. I know it because I've seen it. Call him and set up a free meeting. 317-648-5120. 317-648-5120. Bill Demery, your retirement guy. 317-648-5120.
An official message from Medicare.
I'm saving money on my Medicare prescriptions. Maybe you can save too. With Medicare's Extra Help program, my premium is $0 and my out-of-pocket costs are low. Who should apply? single people making less than $24,000 a year, or married couples who make less than $32,000. Even if you don't think you qualify, it pays to find out.
Go to ssa.gov/extra help. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
People think slavery ended long ago, but what if I told you it's worse than ever? Human trafficking is an epidemic, stealing lives in plain sight. Into the darkness, God raised up Project Rescue, bringing light, healing, and hope. Every year, Life Church partners with the Lucas family to host the Hope Starts Here breakfast for business partners with the gift of giving who want to make a difference. Join us Thursday, September 18th at Lucas Estates and see what happens when Hoosiers stand united against evil. Learn more at lifechurchin.com.
Pat Sullivan here for Hope Plumbing. Do gurgling pipes, the fear of a leak in your basement, or an AC unit that sounds like a lawnmower keep you up at night? Become a member at Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling and have the comfort of knowing you have a technician on call to bring total comfort to your home. For only $8 a month, you get up to a 10% discount on all plumbing and HVAC services, 1 annual free mainline snaking, 1 annual inspection, and so much more. Call Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling and become a member today.
Sometimes an identity threat is a ring of professional hackers. And sometimes it's an overworked accountant who forgot to encrypt their connection while sending bank details.
I need a coffee.
And you need LifeLock because your info is in endless places. It only takes one mistake to expose you to identity theft. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS at lifelock.com. Terms apply.
At the Alzheimer's Association Walk to End Alzheimer's, walking means so much more. It means fighting for a different future, for families facing the disease today, for treatments. Because when you take part in Walk to End Alzheimer's, you're not just walking, you're fighting to stop the disease. We're closer than ever, but to get there, we need you. Join us for the world's largest fundraiser to fight the disease. Register today at alz.org/walk.
Call today or go to bwindow.com and receive up to 50% off plus a free patio door.
Because at B-Window,
we mean business. You know the face, now hear the stories. Actor Nick Searcy from Justified and Castaway joins Tony Katz for one night only, August 23rd, to talk about how Hollywood and Washington, D.C. led him to the heartland. Tickets at WIBC.com. Presented in part by Premier Arms.
Matthew, well done on that video that we did. You are the breakout star, and people are wondering, were you really pantsless in that shot?
Yeah, listen, I'm a worker. I'm a worker, yeah.
I tell everybody you were really pantsless, but you weren't really taking a dump because you're more of an upper decker kind of guy.
Well, I mean, I was worried that I was going to miss a hit, and so I had to speed things along. I feel uncomfortable right now. Southbound 6570, stop-and-go traffic from the north split down to the south split. That's a 4-minute delay. Northbound 65 slows before Raymond into the south split. That's a 3-minute delay. Eastbound 70, stop-and-go before Harding into the south split. And on the northwest side, northbound 465, stop-and-go 79th up to 865. Traffic sponsored by B-Window. Right now, employee-owned B-Window means business. Receive up to 50% off, plus a free patio door. Trust local. Trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Cloudy skies, 76 at the American Standard Cooling Weather Center.
Thank you for being a friend.
Dude, I have had that song in my head for the last week working on that video.
That is a 100% Hammer-produced Hammer and Nigel parody video. Very good, sir.
Previously, we've done like Full House, like the opening of Full House. We had the sexy car wash. Last year, we did that cologne commercial where the dude's blind, the chicks are walking in and smelling
the
him.
Watson's girl was involved in that one. Yeah.
So we like to have fun with these things. And, check that out on all of our social media outlets. And if we pick you as the winner, we will send you a direct message, and you'll have like 48 hours to claim your prize. Okay? So top stories are coming up next. Don't go anywhere. We're having fun.
The kids are heading back to school, and let's be honest, you're finally getting the house to yourself again, which makes now the perfect time to take care of that roof, siding, or gutters you've been putting off. And Moss Roofing is here to help. Moss Roofing has been helping Central Indiana homeowners for 34 years. They're family-owned, locally rooted, and known for doing things right every shingle time. Free inspections, honest advice, and top-quality work on roofing, siding, gutters, and windows. They treat your home like it's their own, and they clean up like they were never there. That's why they've got great reviews and a loyal following of happy homeowners. So don't put it off any longer. Let Moss Roofing check your roof, your siding, and your gutters to make sure they're ready for the winter ahead. For your free inspection, call 317-747-3665. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-747-3665. Moss Roofing, 747-3665, or online at Moss, M-O-S-S, mossroofing.com.
When it comes to retirement, it's not just what you've saved, it's what you keep that matters. Howard Bailey Financial invites you to join our free educational event featuring nationally recognized IRA expert and CPA Ed Slott, where he will focus on strategies to help reduce unnecessary taxes, avoid common mistakes, and plan smarter for the years ahead. This event is ideal for anyone in or nearing retirement who wants to make the most of what they've saved. Reserve your spot at the Forum in Fishers on Thursday, September 11th by calling or texting ED to 888-262-1104. Space is limited, so reserve your spot today by calling or texting ED to 888-262-1104. Howard Bailey Securities, LLC is an independent financial services firm and uses a variety of different investment strategies. Please see disclosures at howardbailey.com.
The heat outside does not have to be the heat inside. Masters Heating and Cooling is here to help. I use Masters Heating and Cooling in my home. David, the general manager, and the entire Masters team take care of my family. They've replaced parts of my system, serviced parts of my system, and everything is running in tip-top condition. My house feels amazing. Right now, you can get $1,000 off a new AC system. We're talking about a full system replacement here. $100 off electric, $250 off hybrid, and $500 off tankless water heaters. Talk to Masters Heating and Cooling today. They have 0% financing for up to 60 months with qualified system purchases. Terms and conditions for all offers. Restrictions apply. Call for details. Masters Heating and Cooling. They'll take care of your HVAC and help you out 24/7. Call 317-567-9505. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-567-9505. Masters Heating and Cooling. 567-9505 or online at mastersindy.com. That's mastersindy.com.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Don't miss the biggest Lazy Boy, Flex Deal, and Mattress blowout sale of the year at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. Hey, this is Spencer Thompson, and now through Monday, save 50% off all Lazy Boy and Flex Deal. Save up to $800 off premium mattresses, plus interest-free financing, free delivery, and cash discounts. Hurry, sale ends Monday only at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recycler Studios, what the changing weather in Indiana is looking like next, what's coming soon to the city of Westfield, and how the Indiana Fever are coping with and dealing with all of these latest injuries. Those stories and more coming up after Fox News on 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis, and it's now 4 o'clock.
They were
shouting, swearing, and filming. Lisa Brady, Fox News. Protests in the nation's capital as the vice president and defense chief visited National Guard members deployed to D.C. to combat crime.
As protesters heckled and jeered, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth and Vice President J.D. Vance thanked National Guard troops at Washington's Union Station.
You can actually bring law and order to communities. You've just got to have the political willpower to do it.
Vance, Hegseth, and White House Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller ordered Shake Shack for the Guardsmen. 800 Washington, D.C. Guard members deployed last week to enhance a police presence bolstered by dozens of federal agencies. And Republican governors in at least 6 states have authorized their guards to deploy to D.C., adding several hundred more military personnel.
Fox's Jared Halpern at the White House. D.C. leaders say crime has declined and federal intervention was not necessary. The Justice Department is investigating whether police crime stats have been manipulated. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis says his state will throw the book at a migrant trucker who entered the U.S. illegally and now faces multiple charges in a Florida crash that killed 3 people. The commercial licenses he was granted in 2 other states are under investigation. The Israeli military taking the first steps for a new operation targeting Gaza City, believed to be the main Hamas stronghold.
A military official told Fox News this next phase will be gradual, precise, and will involve targeted operations that are carefully phased. They emphasize it will not be a sudden, all-out invasion. The focus will be on returning all of the hostages and defeating Hamas.
Fox's Jeff Paul in Tel Aviv. This as mediators from Qatar and Egypt keep working on a ceasefire agreement, with Hamas reportedly claiming to accept the latest proposal. Stocks finish mixed. The Dow up 15 points at the bell. America is listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
It's cooling down everywhere. Cloudy sky right now, but no rain on radar. 77 degrees on Monument Circle. I'm John Herrick. This report is brought to you by Moss Roofing. Here's what's trending at 4:02. The humidity and mugginess have died down across Indiana. Cody Moore with the National Weather Service in Indianapolis lays out what the temperatures will look like across the state over the next 10 days.
A couple degrees cooler for northern Indiana, a couple degrees warmer for southern Indiana, but overall, no major temperature gradients.
He says most places will have highs during this period that are either in the upper 70s or low 80s. A man was shot in Indianapolis Tuesday night while at work. Jarrett Lewis reports.
IMPD says they found a man shot in a parking lot at a UPS logistics facility on the northwest side of Indianapolis. He was taken to a hospital in critical condition, but unfortunately died there. IMPD Captain Rob Ryder.
This was such a tragic, senseless crime. Here you have a man working, doing what he's supposed to be doing, and ends up being the victim of a murder.
No other details about the shooting have been released at this time as police continue their investigation. Jarrett Lewis, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
There were other shootings across Indianapolis Tuesday night as well, and you can read more about those at WIBC.com. 11 members of a major drug trafficking ring have been sentenced to federal prison for flooding central Indiana with hundreds of thousands of fentanyl pills and more than 15 kilograms of meth. One defendant got more than 26 years. A new $27 million mixed-use development will be breaking ground soon in downtown Westfield. It's called Ambrose on Main, and it will feature apartments, commercial, and restaurant space, a collaboration between the city of Westfield and Rebar Development. The project is located on the northeast corner of Main and East Streets, and it's supposed to be done sometime next year. The Indiana Fever are dealing with season-ending injuries to Sophie Cunningham, Sydney Colson, and Ari McDonald, while Caitlin Clark has missed more than half the year with a groin injury. Fever head coach Stephanie White says they've got to make do with what they have.
Every single person on this roster impacts winning for us. And every single person on this roster is valued for how they impact winning, whether they play a second or not.
The Fever face the Minnesota Lynx on Friday night at 7:30. Minnesota's got the best record in the WNBA at 28-6. You can hear the game on 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan. It's 4:04, your traffic and weather in 1 minute.
Farnsworth Metal Recycling, a familiar face in Indy.
Farnsworth Metal Recycling will pay you cash for your scrap metal.
Ray's Demolition and Farnsworth Metal Recycling may seem familiar to you, and that's because they are. They're trusted local family-owned businesses going back 3 generations in Indy with their familiar orange logo and a name you know. But you may not know they'll pay you cash for your scrap metal. Cash is king. Your scrap aluminum, steel, copper, and brass will get you cash from Farnsworth Metal Recycling. Just drop it off or schedule a pickup, and you'll put cash in your pocket. Ray's Demolition and Farnsworth Metal Recycling. Local names you can trust with 2 locations.
Farnsworth Metal Recycling, a familiar face in Indy.
Get cash for your scrap. Get started at farnsworthmetals.com.
WIBC traffic at 4:05. Here's Matt Bear.
Northbound 465, northwest side stop and go 79th up to 865. On the east side, northbound 465 still after 72 east 56. Southbound 465 stop and go before 70 down to Washington Street. Eastbound 70 delay 40 minutes from Belmont into the south split. Southbound 65 73-minute delay north split down to the south split. Traffic sponsored by the International Hot Rod Association. The IHRA Outlaw Nitro Series is coming back to Columbus September 3rd through the 6th. Kids 12 and under free. Get your tickets now at IHRA.com. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
The forecast from the American Standard Cooling Weather Center.
Thursday, we're going to see another day of slightly below normal temperatures with more sunshine getting into the mix. Highs will push into the lower 80s by Thursday afternoon, and then will be a touch warmer to end the work week and near normal for Friday. Highs look to push into the low to mid 80s. High school football's The Zone will be nice and warm for Friday evening with temperatures in the lower 80s. Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
And I'm John Herrick on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Hammer and Nigel.
Can you believe these characters are weirdos?
So let's rock it!
Hammer, have you seen, because I know I've seen, but have you seen the White House press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, in some of her action photos, some of her photos on vacation, like on the beach? If you see those photos where she's on vacation and, enjoying herself and just, living her life.
To quote our colleague Rob Kendall, she's well assembled.
Okay. Yeah.
Caroline Leavitt, well-assembled press secretary.
And she, not that matters, but she can also eviscerate the press corps.
She's good at what she does.
Here she is with the New York Times. They asked why President Donald Trump didn't take a call from Russian President Putin live and in front of other European leaders while they were at the Oval Office.
Why in the hell would he just put it on speakerphone in front of everybody? Like, who the hell does that?
Breaks out his iPhone. Hey, look who it is. It's Booty Tang.
Like, when one of our wives call us, we don't put it on speaker. Oh, wait a minute, you do. Never mind, bad example. But when somebody calls us, we don't put it on speaker for everybody to hear. Certainly not Vladimir Putin.
Could you
in front
imagine
of the world?
Putin comes up on Trump's iPhone. It says Putin or Pooty or whatever, and he just tells all the other European leaders, "Shh." Puts his mouth in, puts his finger in front
It's
of him.
totally him. Be quiet, everybody. Hold on.
So what happened? So somebody from the New York Times asked why he didn't take the call in front of the other
Publicly
European leaders.
and live, so everybody could hear.
Point is to get everybody on the same page. Why wouldn't Trump just take the call from Putin while the other leaders were in the room? He said it would be disrespectful to do that. But why is it disrespectful?
With all due respect, only a reporter from the New York Times would ask a question like that, Sean. The president met with all of these European leaders at the White House 48 hours after sitting down with President Putin on American soil. In fact, there was so much progress in the readout that was given to these European leaders immediately following his meeting with President Putin that every single one of them got on a plane plane 48 hours later and flew to the United States of America. And if I could just read for all of you some of the statements from those European leaders yesterday, you had President Zelensky himself saying it was a very good conversation. It was really good. We spoke about very sensitive points. The Secretary General, Mark Rutte, it was the president, only because of the president, that this deadlock was broken, but with President Putin by starting a dialogue. So these leaders, who this war is in their backyard, are very grateful that the president took that call and that he was there to provide them with a readout of Russia's thinking on this, something that was not done by the previous administration at all.
I mean, just
fancy talk for because he's not a moron. That's why he didn't take it on speaker in front of everybody in the room.
I don't know much about geopolitics, like how that works, but I would assume if you're getting a call from a guy that attacked Ukraine and you're trying to negotiate peace with the other guy in the room that's with you, you might go into another private area to take the call. It's not for everybody to hear. Maybe there's some classified information in there, too, that not everybody needs to know about.
Right. And if I'm Vladimir Putin, I'm not calling if I know he's going to put me on speaker in front of all of his buddies. Like, let the record clearly state, if I call you, I'm not the kind of guy you want to put on a speaker. Because I'm going to say something that's going to be very inappropriate.
Yep.
And you're going to hear creative ways to use language you've never heard before.
Yes, you are.
So
yes, you are.
Keep that in mind. I feel like Pootie Tang's probably the same way. Meanwhile, down in the Lone Star State of Texas,
the stars at night are big and bright. Deep in the heart of Texas.
So, remember when the Democrats in the state of Texas said, gerrymandering is not something we will stand for. So we're going to go to Illinois and be strong there and protest.
Gerrymandered state in the country. Yes, right.
Governor Fat Pig's going to take us to all of the finest places where cheese is dished out, and we're going to go there. Okay, they went there. And it turns out to be a colossal waste of time and money, because they flew back, private, by the way, private.
Must be nice.
And now they're in the Texas General Assembly, if you want to call it that, and they're still going to lose. Texas State House, the House, is about to vote on the redistricting of the state of Texas, and they've got the numbers. So they're going to change the map in the state of Texas. This would flip 5 potential seats from blue to red in the state of Texas.
It's not a super majority in Texas like it is in Indiana, by the way. That's why this whole thing started, is because the influx of illegal immigrants over the past 4 years under the Biden administration just let them casually saunter through the border. And Governor Abbott's like, all right, we need to do something about this. And not only Governor Abbott, but Trump.
Right.
Donald Trump.
And listen,
J.D. Vance.
We could have disagreements. There are people on this radio station that feel differently than I do. You got 2 options. You can be moral and lose, or you could fight fire with fire and do the exact same thing that the bad guys are doing and fight back. Like I said, my favorite movie of all time is Revenge of the Nerds. And when Eugene Jefferson, the head of the National Lambda fraternity, calls up Louis Skolnick after they had that comeback against the Alpha Betas, quote, I'm glad you nerds finally fought back. That's how I feel about the Republican Party. You've been getting bent over the bed for years, and now you're finally fighting back, and people are like, this isn't moral. We're doing the same thing they are. Okay, you're right. Politics isn't moral anymore. It's not 1950, though. It's not 1960. I'm tired of losing. I'm tired of being nice and having my ass handed to me. I know there are ramifications to this, but that's the game that I'm signing up to play.
Oh, boy. Tomorrow's Off the Rails with Rob Kendall, fixing to be a scorcher. I don't know. What is... I don't even know what Rob... Does Rob like what Texas is doing? But he doesn't...
No, Rob
doesn't
does
even
not
want
like the
Texas.
idea of redrawing the maps, does not like Indiana being a part of it.
Mid-census. They're only supposed to do that every 10 years, right?
He feels like you can't make up the rules as you go. That's like a big thing for him.
Okay.
But we will have a little discussion on Off the Rails tomorrow. What's going to be interesting, though, in Texas, go back to kind of ground zero of this whole debate here, Jasmine Crockett's seat could be in danger once they pass through this changing of the electoral map. Now, she's kind of the flame-throwing representative that wears the big eyelashes. She used to just be this mild-mannered candidate that sounded like everybody else. But then she realized she could get a bunch of headlines by sounding like Temu Cardi B, so she decided to ramp up the ratchet. And now she's one of the biggest flamethrowers the Democrats have. Here she is on a live stream last night. At first, she's very ticked off at redistricting. She thinks it's racist. And then 5 minutes later, she's congratulating California for doing the same thing.
Texas. So all of the races feel away when you call them exactly what they are. When you say, oh, you guys are racist and you guys are trying to implement racist practices with these racist maps, right? So, people getting their feelings, oh, how dare you? It's like, bro, I get that you took your hood off, but your hood is still there. Like, we see it. We know what we see, okay?
5 minutes later.
Big ups to my colleagues in California that got this together, did not fight about it. Obviously their governor for stepping up to the plate and saying Texas may want to play, but guess what? California can play too.
So it's racist when Texas does, but when the white governor of California does it, it's just fine.
We should say something about taking off hoods.
Sure she did.
Is that a KKK reference or something?
Of course
like
it is, because it's Jasmine Crockett. Now listen, we always just assume the seat will flip. She could still win, just like Andre Carson could still win if you change the maps a little bit. Anything's possible, especially when you have bad Republicans, which has been known to happen. Look at this state. But we'll see. I'm in favor of it, though. Bring the chaos to me. The way I see it, you're going to get screwed either way. It's the speech that Tim Matheson gives in Animal House. They're going to bust us no matter what we do, so we might as well have a good time. Toga! 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 Matt Bear.
Southbound 6570 stop traffic. North split down to the south split at 11-minute delay. Northbound 65 stop and go Raymond Street into the south split. Eastbound 70 slows from Belmont into the south split. And on the east side, northbound 465 stop and go traffic 70 up to 75th. Traffic sponsored by Discover. Do you know what's accepted at 99% of the places that take credit cards nationwide? If you guessed Discover, you guessed right. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Right now, we've got cloudy skies, 76 degrees. It's like the perfect temperature, Nige. I'm looking out at Monument Circle.
That's beautiful.
There's nobody working on the monument.
Wait a minute. No. Come on. Hold on.
Nobody. I see like some concrete that's been moved.
Is the truck with the portable dumpster anywhere to be found?
It's been moved. But there's nobody out there.
I love that it's been moved.
Overcast and 76.
It's beautiful outside.
And there's nobody working on the Soldiers and Sailors Monument that's been under construction since like 1912. It feels like anyway. Coming up next, we'll play Is This Anything? But in the meantime, get to the WIBC YouTube chat. We need, you know what? I'm going for 200 today. We need 120 of you, Saxa, you know what, to go to the WIBC YouTube chat. Give us a like and give us a thumbs up. 100 isn't a challenge anymore because we've made 100 happen. I want 200, damn it. So help us out. If we've ever made you laugh, if you've ever yelled at us, if you've ever wanted to see Allison naked in your kitchen, go to the WIBC YouTube chat. Give us a like. Give us a thumbs up.
Please, somebody get us a camera on Allison from the digital department, please.
We do everything you guys want. Help us out. We need a dedicated Allison camera. And maybe if we get 200 likes, we can start talking about that. So 200 is the number today. 120 more people. All we're asking for is go to the WIBC YouTube page, give us a like. If you've ever wanted to give a middle finger to somebody in their 20s for trying to tell you how to do your job, like what Nigel and I go through every day, you know what to do here. A thumbs up is a middle finger to a Gen Millennial, Gen whatever they are, Zer. Help us out. It's the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Whether you're dropping them off for the first day of school or they're driving themselves for the first time, we know you have enough on your mind. That's why Hubler's got you and your family covered for 100,000 miles. And we want you to spend less on back to school. That's why you can shop over 2,000 vehicles and buy with zero down. Zero down delivers. Plus, we'll pay top dollar for your trade. Bring us your old car for an immediate appraisal. Head back to school in a Hubler Q-certified vehicle with a free Carfax history report and a 128-point vehicle inspection. Hubler's got you covered. For 100,000 miles, visit drivehubler.com or any of our 13 convenient locations. Zero down delivers at Hubler. 'Cause Hubler's got you covered.
Select models approved credit. Warranty on select models less than 9 years old.
Cover me!
Hey guys, it's Rob for Universal Windows Direct. Look, we've all been feeling the heat, and that's why this is the perfect time to make that call to Universal Windows Direct so they can help you stay cool in your home throughout the rest of the summer and warm in your home all winter long. And this is the perfect time to call because what an incredible deal going on with Universal Windows Direct. Right now, for every 2 windows you buy, you're going to get the next 2 free. There's no limit. Got 8 windows that need replacing? You only pay for 4. It's that simple. And here's the part I really love. You'll get no interest for 5 whole years. That's right, 60 months of zero interest financing, which makes upgrading your home not just smart, but affordable too. Now, some restrictions may apply. So to get all the information and most importantly, schedule a totally free, no hassle, no obligation in-home estimate, call Universal Windows Direct today, 317-659-7574. 317-659-7574. Check them out on the web, universalwindowsdirect.com. Tell them Rob sent you.
An official message from Medicare.
I'm saving money on my Medicare prescriptions. Maybe you can save too. With Medicare's Extra Help program, my premium is zero and my out-of-pocket costs are low. Who should apply? Single people making less than $24,000 a year or married couples who make less than $32,000. Even if you don't think you qualify, it pays to find out.
Go to ssa.gov/extrahelp. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Well, summer's still hot, and so are the deals at Tom Roush Lincoln. Right now, get 0% for up to 48 months on 2025 Lincoln Aviator and Nautilus, or 0.9% for 72 months on 2025 Grand Touring Corsair. Or how about a $50,000 Lincoln Corsair from just $499 per month? So come get one of those hot summer deals at Tom Roush Lincoln in Fisher.
MSRP $52.20, 36-month term, $2,500 due at signing, $499 a month, 10,500 miles per year. Good through 8/31/25.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
The cost of mesothelioma treatments can exceed $400,000, and families often face losing their homes and life savings just to pay the bill. The Rights and Claims Department of Flint Cooper has helped victims secure financial support they need to pay for their care and ensure their family's future. If you've been diagnosed with mesothelioma and don't have legal representation, call Flint Cooper now at 800-606-8169. Time is running out for you to file a claim, so don't wait. Call 800-606-8169 for a free consultation.
Saturdays 9 to 1 for the Home and Garden Show for advice and fun. Brought to you by Michaelis. Water, storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it.
This hour on 93 WIBC, powered by Pierce Jewelers and Carmel, designers of fine custom jewelry.
Hammer and Nigel presents
It depends upon what the meaning of the word is.
Is this anything?
All right, let's rock and roll.
Brought to you by Indiana Unclaimed, presented by the Attorney General's office here in Indiana, reuniting Hoosiers with over $1 million in unclaimed property every single week. Fast, easy, free to search at indianaunclaimed.gov. See if you got any money floating around out there. All you have to do is type in indianaunclaimed.gov and enter in your info. That's it.
Guy Relford found like a couple $1,000 in there from when he was a kid.
Yeah, from when he's a teenager, sure.
Definitely check that out. Is this anything? A Rhode Island prosecutor tried to throw her weight around with police when they were asked to get her out of a restaurant.
Oh, this is so cringe.
Multiple times she told the officer she couldn't be arrested because she was an AG and that the officer would regret this. Here is Special Assistant Attorney General Devin Hogan Flanagan and her friend being asked to leave the restaurant and eventually being cuffed.
You're trespassing, we gotta leave now. Unless you want to be in there.
We're not trespassing. You haven't notified us that we're trespassing.
What
Number
did I just
two,
say to you? You're trespassing. Let's go.
Number one.
I don't want to
two,
arrest you guys.
You're not going to arrest us. Number two
So let's
is
leave.
that
We gotta go.
I'm an AG. I'm an AG.
Good for you.
I'm an AG.
Let's go. We're leaving.
Please don't
We're leaving.
Please don't put your hands on us. I'm an AG. I'm an AG. But you're going to regret this. Get your hands off me.
We get
Oh, God. Tase her. Tase her.
I got to listen to it one more time because I think I was laughing over the part where she goes, I'm an AG. I'm an AG. And the cop goes, I don't give a F. Could you just play it one more time? Play the entire thing one more time. Because, first of all, I watched the video, and they're outside of this nice restaurant, and the host or the manager, the police guy goes over to him, and you're seeing this through his camera. He goes, would you like these ladies to leave the premises? And the guy's like, oh, please, God, get them out of here. I'll do whatever. Yes, trespassing, whatever.
Well, you heard her. I wanted her to leave, too.
Yeah, they were obviously drunk and being idiots, but think they're in some position of power, which, Special Assistant Attorney General is probably a position of power there where they're at. Play it again, and just let's listen. Listen for the cop to go, I don't give an F.
You're trespassing, we gotta leave now. Unless you want to be in there.
We're not trespassing. You haven't notified us that we're trespassing. Number one.
What did I just say to you? You're trespassing. Let's go.
Number one.
I don't want to
two,
arrest you guys.
You're not going to arrest us. Number two
So let's
is
leave.
that
We gotta go.
I'm an AG. I'm an AG.
Good for you. I don't give a Let's go. We're leaving.
Please don't put
There it is.
Give that officer an award.
Good for you. I don't give an F, but let's go. Now, if you watch that whole video, there's a ton more footage. They arrest those two chicks. One of them's really hot, too. And they start screaming and just being rowdy, and they get arrested. I don't know what, and there's nothing in the article. There's no context for why they were being asked to leave the restaurant or why they were quote unquote trespassing. I'm assuming they were drunk and loud and obnoxious, and the restaurant finally told them to get the F out.
Based on that 60-second soundbite I heard, I would say your guess is correct.
Yes. I'm speculating. I don't know. Maybe they were staunch conservative women with strong opinions, and this was a liberal Rhode Island restaurant that didn't want them in there. Who knows? But I'm being generous there.
I don't care who they are. They deserve to be tased.
Yeah.
Ride the lightning.
Don't tase me, bro.
Is this anything? Two social media influencers were filming inside of a restaurant when a car smashed through the window and into the booth that they happened to be sitting at.
Whoa.
Here's Nina and Patrick explaining how it went down and the moment they bit into their burgers and how they were lucky enough not to be killed by a car coming through and crashing into their seat.
As soon as we take a bite, we both closed our eyes because naturally we're just enjoying our food, and the car just came out of nowhere.
Oh, I'm gonna do a big bite with you. Cheers, my boy. Boom.
I mean, it was glass, metal. I thought we were gonna die.
Very grateful. It's one of the wildest things that can actually really happen, like 1 in a million. And just being there with that impact was just mind-blowing.
Right. Do the part. It's funny because she goes boom, and then the car crashes through the restaurant. Can you play it?
Cheers, my boy. Boom.
I mean, it was.
Wouldn't it be ironic if the guy that crashed through the restaurant was a social media influencer doing a live blog reviewing the car that they were driving?
He does a car blog.
Yeah.
They do a restaurant blog. Like, the first thing I thought of was this was set up. Like, what are the chances that these high-profile influencers are at some sort of diner and they got somebody crashing through?
No,
like, you find
I don't
some
know anything about
destitute
that.
person who's down in their luck, you pay them $50 to crash through the restaurant, and I don't know. I'm so skeptical about all this stuff. I always feel like everything is a setup when it comes to this crap. Last one. Is this anything? Someone put together a little montage, a supercut of the original Star Wars movie, because they say it's just 2 hours of people not knowing what's going on.
R2-D2, where are you? Wait a minute, where are you going?
Where are those transmissions?
What's this? Who is she? Luke! Luke! I seen Luke this morning. Whoa, just where do you think you're going? Where is the rebel base? What's going on?
TK421, why aren't you at your post?
Where are you taking this thing? Where could they be?
I don't know who you are or where you came from.
Do you know what's going on?
2 hours of nobody not knowing a damn thing, Nigel.
That's something. That's hilarious.
It's the Hammer and Nigel show.
Have you tried Wings Etc's new ranch fire sauce? House-made ranch with a fiery kiss of fresh ground habanero peppers and garlic. New ranch fire on our hand-breaded chicken sandwich? Big flavor. On a jalapeno bacon burger? Big flavor. On anything, wings, fries, pretzel bites? Big flavor. When you want to dance with spicy ranch, come to the folks who've been flying the big flavor flag since 1994. Wings Etc. We got your big flavor right here. Visit wingsetc.com.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Fall is coming. Cloudy and 78 degrees in downtown Indy. I'm John Herrick. Here's what's trending at 4:31. That is the message from Cody Moore. He's a meteorologist with the National Weather Service in Indianapolis.
I'd say the biggest story over the next 10 days will probably be lows reaching the mid to upper 40s Tuesday night and Wednesday.
He also expects little to no rain during this 10-day stretch, with highs either being in the upper 70s or low 80s. Indiana Governor Mike Braun made extensive use of the state police helicopter for transportation, with 11 flights between March and August costing almost $24,000. The trips included flights between his Jasper family home and Indianapolis, with the state also paying for a helipad installation at his house. Braun's travel pattern included trips for events, public appearances, and personal visits. The fight over redistricting in Texas is getting more heated.
House Democrats here know that they can only delay a vote on this new congressional map, so they have now introduced 12 amendments that they know have no chance at passing. We don't know how many more amendments they plan to introduce, but we do know that the House Speaker has said they will be here as long as it takes until this new map passes. So far, Democrats have spent a lot of time laying the groundwork for their forthcoming lawsuits against the redistricting plan, arguing that it diminishes the voting power of people of color.
That's Fox's Garrett Tenney. Democratic-led states like New York and California have threatened to redraw their own maps in retaliation if Texas's new congressional map is passed into law. United Airlines and Delta Airlines facing class action lawsuits. They are accused of charging passengers for more window seats that were actually next to a wall. The lawsuit was filed on behalf of passengers who said they would not have paid extra had they known they would not have a window. The law firm estimates that both airlines are likely to have sold at least 1 million windowless seats each. McDonald's is planning to cut combo meal prices. 8 of the chain's popular combo meals are expected to cost 15% less than if the items were bought separately. The price change takes effect next month, and the CEO says he wants to restore McDonald's past image of having affordable fast food. And your WIBC closing bell report. Wall Street closing with stocks mixed today. At the closing bell, the Dow Jones Industrial Average gained 16 points to 44,938, but the S&P 500 fell by 15 points to 6395, and the NASDAQ dropped by 142 points to 21,172. It's 4:34. Your traffic and weather next.
The heat outside does not have to be the heat inside. Masters Heating and Cooling is here to help. I use
Masters Heating and Cooling in my home. David, the general manager, and the entire Masters team take care of my family. They've replaced parts of my system, serviced parts of my system, and everything is running in tip-top condition. My house feels amazing. Right now, you can get $1,000 off a new AC system. We're talking about a full system replacement here. $100 off electric, $250 off hybrid, and $500 off tankless water heaters. Talk to Masters Heating and Cooling today. They have 0% financing for up to 60 months with qualified system purchases. Terms and conditions for all offers. Restrictions apply. Call for details. Masters Heating and Cooling. They'll take care of your HVAC and help you out 24/7. Call 317-567-9505. Tell them Tony Cat sent you. 317-567-9505. Masters Heating and Cooling. 567-9505 or online at mastersindy.com. That's mastersindy.com.
With traffic, here's Matt Bear.
Westbound 70 stop-and-go traffic from rural into the north split, and southbound 6570 is jammed up from the north split to the south split because of construction. It's an 8-minute delay. East side crash. Northbound 465 at East 56th Street. The left lane is blocked. Traffic jam to I-70. Delay time 22 minutes. Eastbound 70 stop-and-go from Belmont into the south split for a 6-minute delay. South side northbound 65 slow. Raymond into the south split because of construction. Inbound 69 stop-and-go from 106th Street to 82nd. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off, plus a free patio door. Trust a local, trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And the forecast from the American Standard Cooling Weather Center.
Expecting mostly cloudy and mild Wednesday night with lows falling into the mid-60s. Thursday, temperatures are going to be below normal with more sunshine in the mix as highs only get into the lower 80s. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
And I'm John Herrick on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Hey, look, if you have more than $200,000 saved for retirement, you could put that money in the stock market, I guess, but you have no idea what's going to happen with that. Or you could make a smart move, get a 20% upfront bonus, and a competitive return that averaged more than 10% annually over the last 10 years with Bill Demery, your retirement guy here in Indy.
You work hard for your money. Don't let the government take any more than they have to already. It's your money. Grow it. Live the sweet life in retirement. This is where Bill Demery comes in. Set up a free consultation with Bill Demery. Based in Indy, your retirement guy. I work with Bill. He is awesome. So take advantage of the free meeting and learn how to grow your money. 317-648-5120. That's 317-648-5120. Bill Demery, 317-648-5120.
Are you worried about your taxes? Okay, so I'm talking to those of you out there that have not filed in a few years with the IRS or state. It's time to get worried, and here's why. The IRS is getting back from their own COVID lockdown, and they're hiring more enforcers, and they're going to come after people that owe taxes. So if you're a 1099 worker, and maybe you just plain forgot to file your taxes, you need to call the professionals right now at the Tax Helpline. They are experts at knowing the tax regulations, and their goal is to help you pay as little as possible. Call right now and get a 100% free tax evaluation. Remember, before the IRS knocks on your door, knock on our door. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, make this free call right now.
Call Taxes 321 now at 800-808-9443. 800-808-9443. That's 800-808-9443.
You're listening to the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Oh, yeah. My name is Nigel. Jason Hammer is here. Do we have to wait?
No.
We have to wait for the
fire in the hole, my
okay,
friend.
We have some interesting stories for this edition of Legal Stuff.
Legal stuff.
Crime, punishment, judges, legal stuff.
Legal stuff.
Brought to you by Window Nation from the windows to the walls to the amazing way my windows look from Window Nation. 866-90-NATION. Even if you're just thinking about getting new windows, reach out to a representative today and lock this deal in. 50% off all style of windows. Whatever you like, whatever turns you on, half off, and you don't pay anything for 2 years. Just call and lock the deal in. Work out the deal later. 866-90-NATION.
Or windownation.com.
The Trump administration, they're asking the Supreme Court to make a decision to rule on whether or not regular drug users, including marijuana users, should be allowed to own firearms.
Oh, yeah.
We've talked about this with Guy Relford before. This is something the Supreme Court's going to have to make a controversial ruling on. The Justice Department's arguing that limiting the law to blocking gun use while a person is high undermines the statute's goal of reducing gun violence. But the question at the center of all this is a citizen charged with unlawfully owning a Glock pistol due to regular marijuana use. Now, marijuana use in some states, it's legal.
Yep.
But at the federal level, it's still illegal.
And Trump's thinking about changing that, downgrading that.
But he's looking for a little help from the Supreme Court here. The Justice Department contends that laws historically prohibited arms possession by drug users and addicts, and the federal restrictions on drug users stopped numerous illegal gun sales since 1998.
Got a name for you, Hunter Biden.
Oh, that's right. That's right. The cokehead, crackhead son.
No, I'm not a drug user. I don't use cocaine. I'm allowed to use this gun. I'll check this box. I'll have the CIA and the FBI help me out with this a little bit. And lo and behold, he's a drug user. And, yeah, that's a felony if you say – I mean, he admitted it in his book.
Because he's an idiot. Yes.
Very simply put, yes.
But I think there's a difference between being a cokehead and getting busted with weed. I think there's a big difference there. Like, if you told me somebody in this room has weed, I wouldn't say they're a drug addict. If you told me somebody in this room has crack, that's a different story.
Yeah, but on a federal level, it's still, on the, like, it's on the schedule. I don't know, like the first, number 1, number 3, whatever. It's on the one that's illegal.
Say what?
The schedule.
The schedule. I have no idea what you're talking about.
The weed. The federal on the federal level. It's like there's schedules for there's 1, 2, 3, and if I think it's like it's on the schedule that says you're not allowed to have it at all on a federal level. On statewide, yeah.
Okay. More legal stuff here. Update to a story that we talked about yesterday. We talked about this with Jeff Boggs when he was here. So the Netflix documentary about the TV show The Biggest Loser, it's out there right now. It's 3 episodes. I binged it over the weekend. It's pretty wild. High-profile fitness trainer Jillian Michaels threatening to sue Netflix about this documentary.
She doesn't like that at all.
She said she was meeting with high-profile lawyer Brian Friedman, and he's a powerhouse attorney, according to TMZ. In an Instagram post, Jillian Michaels called out not only Netflix, but fellow Biggest Loser trainer Bob Harper and all of the show producers and executives. The claim is that in this documentary, Jillian Michaels was giving the contestants that she was in charge of caffeine pills that were not approved, like not government-approved caffeine boosters to help them burn off more calories. Jeez. She posts on Instagram, quote, "The show did, in fact, sanction the supplements that I was using, and Bob Harper used them too. Caffeine was never banned on The Biggest Loser. Wild how some folks lie like it's 1985 before text messages and emails were a thing."
Guess they didn't have Ozempic back then during the Biggest Loser.
I mean, I feel like Ozempic's been around for a long time. It just hasn't been mainstream. Like, it might have been around, but they were using Stacker, like that fat burner, like all these high-profile caffeine pills.
Ugh.
If you haven't watched the documentary, it's a pretty quick watch. Each episode's like 40, 45 minutes. And it just goes to show what these trainers, Jillian and Bob, were doing to these people, how little the producers thought about their well-being. One woman almost died, and they talked to one producer, and he's like, what can you do? It was good television.
As long as it's getting ratings.
Right. Jillian Michaels, though, she comes off as the villain because she didn't participate in the documentary. So you'll hear from Bob Harper. You'll hear from like all the other producers and directors and stuff, but she chose not to participate. So they made her the boogie woman in all of this. And maybe she was the worst. I don't know. But I feel like had she chose to take part in this, it wouldn't have been as anti-Jillian, so to speak. It's the Hammer and Nigel Show.
My old garage floor looked horrible. It was over 40 years of no maintenance, stains, cracks. It would become uneven. It just wasn't, my garage overall wasn't a very pleasant place to be in just because of the floor. That's when Galaxy Concrete Coatings came in, and they gave me a new coating on the floor. My new Galaxy Concrete garage floor coating is out of this world. They did it in as little as a day, gave my garage a whole totally different look and feel. And they didn't use epoxy. They used polyurea. Polyurea is the new premium standard for coating. So if it's a basement, a garage, a pool deck, any indoor-outdoor area coating, Galaxy Concrete Coatings the best. Trust me, I know. GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com or call them 751-9070.
Andy Moore Ford in Plainfield has the deals you've been looking for your next car, truck, SUV, or electric vehicle. And right now, during their Red, White, and New sales event, you will get independence from car payments with no payments for 3 months and enjoy your freedom in the new Ford F-150 Super Crew or Mustang with 0% APR financing for 48 months. At Andy Moore Ford in Plainfield, they're pros at servicing your commercial vehicles. From medium to heavy-duty F-Series trucks, talk to Andy Moore Ford, the biggest selection of Super Duties in the entire state. Over 175 Super Duty trucks are on the ground and ready for you and your business, and you can save thousands because Andy always gives you more. And with an expert team and a fast turnaround, they know how to keep your business moving. Talk to Andy Moore Ford today. 2713 East Main Street in Plainfield or online at Andy Moore Ford, M-O-H-R. I love Andy. AndyMooreFord.com.
Farnsworth Metal Recycling, a familiar face in Indy.
Farnsworth Metal Recycling will pay you cash for your scrap metal. Ray's Demolition and Farnsworth Metal Recycling may seem familiar to you, and that's because they are. They're trusted local family-owned businesses going back 3 generations in Indy with their familiar orange logo and a name you know. But you may not know they'll pay you cash for your scrap metal. Cash is king. Your scrap aluminum, steel, copper, and brass will get you cash from Farnsworth Metal Recycling. Just drop it off or schedule a pickup, and you'll put cash in your pocket. Ray's Demolition and Farnsworth Metal Recycling. Local names you can trust with 2 locations.
Farnsworth Metal Recycling, a familiar face in Indy.
Get cash for your scrap. Get started at farnsworthmetals.com.
Road trip! This summer at Tire Discounters, your tires are your passport to savings, because you're driving to Paris,
Texas!
Then it's off to Rome,
Georgia!
And you'll be kissing the Blarney Stone in Dublin,
Ohio!
Right now, save up to $404 when you buy 4 tires, and that includes a free alignment and oil change. Stop at Tire Discounters before you see the world.
The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Hammer and Nigel to 46220 or visit indianaunclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
Call today or go to bwindow.com and receive up to 50% off plus a free patio door.
Because at B-Window,
we mean business.
The Home and Garden Show will be live this Saturday from 9 to 1 at Nature Spire, Carmel's only plant boutique. Explore lush plants, stunning moss art, one-of-a-kind trinkets, bouquet bar blooms, and more. Enter to win the classic pumpkin package. Winner announced after the event must be present to win.
We're getting close. We need 14 more people to get us to 200 on the YouTube stream.
That's all?
Just 14 badass patriots that don't put up with crap from anybody. Badass Hoosiers. Just 14 more. Go to the WIBC YouTube feed. Give us a like if that sounds like you. Matt Bear.
East side northbound 465. It's a crash almost cleaned up. Crash before East 56th Street. The left shoulder is blocked and traffic is slow to Penn Pike. And then we are stopped from 70 up to Penn Pike. Southbound 465 on the east side. Stop and go 70 down to Washington Street. Downtown southbound 65-70. Delayed 3 minutes. North split to the south split. And eastbound 70 slow to the south split from Belmont at a 5-minute delay. Northbound 65 stop and go after Keystone into the south split in the construction zone. And on the south side, eastbound 465 stop and go traffic 31 past I-65. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off, plus a free patio door. Trust a local, trust employee-owned, trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
At the American Standard Cooling Weather Center, it's a beautiful, perfect, overcast 76-degree day, and there's not a single person working on the monument here on Monument Circle.
You're listening to the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Big deal here, Nigel.
Yeah, I just saw this. WWE?
Big announcement for Indianapolis. WWE WrestlePalooza, this brand new event, will be coming to Indy on Saturday, September 20th. This will be the first, they used to be called pay-per-view events. Now they're called premium live events, PLEs. The first big deal that ESPN is going to carry. So ESPN just got in bed with the WWE. Like starting next year, they're going to have all of these big, once a month special events, PLEs.
But WrestlePalooza?
Never heard of it before. It's a new event. And the promotional poster's got like John Cena on it, Seth freaking Rollins, CM Punk, Becky Lynch. So the big stars are on the promotional poster. I don't know anything else other than that. This just came out. This has been rumored for a while. Now keep in mind, the city of Indy and WWE, they got a pretty good partnership.
Yeah.
They had this big deal signed a couple years ago where the big three events, the Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, and WrestleMania, would be coming to Indianapolis. We had the Royal Rumble this past February, I believe, and now this new event for the first time on ESPN, WWE WrestlePalooza, September 20th, a Saturday at 7 o'clock here in Indy.
And do we know the venue?
Gamebridge.
Is it a Gamebridge? Okay.
Yes, Gamebridge Fieldhouse. So there you go.
WrestlePalooza.
If you're a fan of the wrestling, I like the wrestling.
Sure, and I love the fact that it's coming to Indy. I think the Palooza part of any event has kind of been played out since 1991.
Right.
Since Lollapalooza. I mean, but that's okay. It's lasted. It's endured. The Palooza description.
Right.
Which I'm not even sure what that means.
I'm not in love with the name because when you see wrestle at the front of it, like I feel like that should be reserved for Mania. WrestleMania. That's like the Super Bowl of what these guys do. So WrestlePalooza is coming to Indy. All right.
Do it.
I'll watch it. I'll check it out for sure. September 20th. Real quick, Nigel.
Yes.
Psychology Today, which I know you log on and check out every morning before you come to work.
I'm a subscriber. Yeah.
They have a list of ways that we're making ourselves dumber every single day. The list includes not getting enough sleep.
Ding.
Drinking too much alcohol.
Ding.
Not having enough structure in your day.
Ding.
And not training your brain like it's a muscle. Like that you should be working like your abs or your, triceps. You got to work your brain like you're working out your other muscles.
Doing a headstand or something?
Reading a book, I believe, is what they're looking for.
Okay.
Nige. But headstand, maybe. I don't know. But all I know is that on this program, We're kind of 0 for that entire list. We're wearing the golden sombrero. 0 for 4 strikeouts on that list right there, which brings us to great moments in dumb history. Ladies and gentlemen, the moderator from the Academic Decathlon and Billy Madison.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Great moments in dumb history. Here's Donald Trump talking about Joe Biden.
But think of it. So remember when Joe, they said, raise your hand if everybody's in favor of free everything, right? Free everything, but free health care for illegal aliens. And Joe goes like, he had no idea what the hell he was doing, folks. He has no clue. And he's not a nice guy, just so you understand, not a nice guy. If he was a nice guy, I wouldn't hit him like this, but he's not a nice guy. He's a bad guy. He's always been a dummy, but he's never been. No, in his best of years, he was considered a dumb guy.
And last but certainly not least, great moments in dumb history. Once again, Donald Trump.
Joe Biden is a dummy.
Great moments in dumb history here on the Hammer and Nigel show. Coming up next, Christy Nome. She is going to paint the entire wall by herself.
Whoa.
Maybe not. We'll talk about it next.
Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And right now, lease a new 2025 RAV4, just $349 per month. Or a new Tacoma, $299 per month. Plus, choose from Camrys, Corollas, Highlanders, Tundras, and more.
Hubler's got you covered.
At the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com. Grand opening savings and the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit, plus tax, tag, title, license, 249 dealer doc, RAV4 model 4432, Tacoma model 7540, 36 months, $29.99 due, 0 security, 10,000 annual miles, 15 cents per mile thereafter, expires 9/1.
Hammer here from my friends at Diamonds Direct, Keystone at the Crossing. It's up on the north side, right there by the Green Bridge. You find the Green Bridge, it's right there. It's that beautiful showroom. And when you walk in, there's somebody to greet you. There are multiple staff members, and their job is to make sure you get the biggest bang for your buck. They stay within your budget. There's no pressure to spend more than what you have. And that's what I respect about Diamonds Direct. And they make a connection with you. Like when I walk in, Chris, she's one of the sales reps at Diamonds Direct. She's the one that works with me. She's awesome. She asks about my family. She knows the names of my kids. That's the connection that the sales staff at Diamonds Direct makes. And right now, this is a great deal. Guys, if you're thinking about popping the question, check this out. Buy the engagement ring, get the wedding band for free. That's right, for free. Walk into Diamonds Direct, ask about that deal, but you have to tell them Hammer from Hammer and Nigel sent you.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu. My Computer Career, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Mike Rowe here with a quick question. Is your concrete sinking?
Whether it's your driveway, sidewalk, or patio, those uneven surfaces are not just ugly, they're dangerous. That's where Indiana Foundation Service comes in, a groundworks company. They use state-of-the-art concrete lifting solutions to prevent tripping hazards. Schedule your free inspection at indianafoundation.com/row. And while you're there, check out my latest dirty job. It's a good one.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Well, summer's still hot, and so are the deals at Tom Roush Lincoln. Right now, get 0% for up to 48 months on 2025 Lincoln Aviator and Nautilus, or 0.9% for 72 months on 2025 Grand Touring Corsair. Or how about a $50,000 Lincoln Corsair from just $499 per month? So come get one of those hot summer deals at Tom Roush Lincoln in Fisher.
MSRP $52.20, 36-month term, $2,500 due at signing, $499 a month, 10,500 miles per year. Good through 8/31/25.
Your local news, traffic, and weather all coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recycler Studios. You're listening to 93 WIBC. WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. It's 5 o'clock.
At the Texas Capitol, I'm Lisa Brady, Fox News, as the State House debates redistricting for a vote on new congressional maps that was delayed by the recent walkout by state Democrats. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton tells Fox he plans a court fight to vacate those seats.
Our argument is very simple. They abandoned their office. These are 13 legislators that came out publicly and said, we're not coming in. We're not going to be doing our job right now. We are out of the state. And so they made it very public.
Those legislators are now back and planning their own lawsuits, arguing the new maps violate the Voting Rights Act. The redistricting is aimed at helping Republicans win more seats in Congress, prompting California to launch a counter effort for Democrats. A migrant trucker charged in a deadly Florida crash will be sent back to Florida from California. Governor Ron DeSantis sending his lieutenant governor there.
And tomorrow morning, he is going to take possession of this illegal alien, extradite him back to the state of Florida, and we're going to throw the book at him when he gets back here.
The big rig driver, Harjinder Singh, is accused of attempting an illegal U-turn just before a minivan hit the 18-wheeler, killing 3 people.
The U.S. DOT says when its crash investigators tested Singh's English proficiency, the driver failed the assessment, providing correct responses to just 2 of 12 verbal questions and only accurately identifying 1 of 4 highway traffic signs.
Fox's Jonathan Seri, the DOT, investigating Singh's commercial licenses issued in California and Washington state. The director of national intelligence just announcing what she calls a long overdue transformation of the office created to improve intelligence sharing after the 9/11 attacks. Director Tulsi Gabbard says it's become bloated and inefficient and that the intelligence community is rife with abuse of power. She plans to reduce the workforce and cut the budget. America is listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Today is the start of a change. You've got a cloudy sky, and it's 76 in downtown Indy. I'm John Herrick. Here's what's trending at 5:02. If you've wanted relief from the summer heat in Indiana, then you might like what Cody Moore with the National Weather Service in Indianapolis has to say here.
In fact, this is probably going to be one of the coolest stretches we've had in months.
He says high temperatures will be either in the upper 70s or low 80s for the next 10 days, with rain not being likely during that time. Several shootings on Tuesday night has sure kept IMPD investigators busy. One of them involved a man who was shot while sitting in his car in the parking lot of a UPS logistics facility in northwest Indianapolis.
I can tell the public and reassure them that we are laser focused on capturing those people, that small element of society that doesn't have any respect for human life.
IMPD Captain Rob Ryder confirmed that the man died later at a hospital. A full recap on the other shootings is at WIBC.com. In a northwest Indianapolis hotel, police say an 18-year-old was trapped and a human trafficking operation was uncovered. Ryan Hedrick reports.
At this Comfort Inn last week, Indy police responded to a report of a welfare check. They found an 18-year-old woman hiding behind a car. She confessed to them that she was forced into sex work by a man named Lovey Grace. Grace, wearing an ankle monitor, was selling marijuana out of rooms 201 and 203, and he was using cocaine as a way to get women to keep working for him. When police searched him, they found nearly $8,000 in cash. Grace appeared in court on Tuesday. Ryan Hedrick, 93 WIBC, Mobile News.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says he could always use more help in his country's war against Russia. Indiana Republican Senator Todd Young telling WIBC's Tony Katz today where the U.S. could be of help.
What the Europeans most need from the United States, if they're going to provide the ground troops to man this effort of security assurance, they need U.S. air assets.
And that includes everything from helicopters, planes, and drones. A Hoosier Lottery Powerball ticket sold at Kroger 970 Fuel Center in Westfield matched 4 out of 5 numbers and the Powerball in Monday night's drawing, and that amounts to a $50,000 payday for the winner. The winning numbers were 15, 46, 61, 63, and 64, and the Powerball was 1. It's 5:04, your traffic and weather in 1 minute.
Tired of using your Indy summer to paint year after year? Then do what Deanna did. She called Rhino Shield.
I was noticing some cracks and the paint's faded. I was like, okay, I think I should get my house painted. So my neighbor had a Rhino Shield placard in the yard. And after they were finished, I was just, wow. With the warranty and everything, it just seemed silly not to go that route.
The ceramic coating of Rhino Shield is specifically formulated for our climate.
So the Rhino Shield crew came out. Nothing was damaged in the process. I was very happy. They just didn't leave a mess. You couldn't even tell they were there. And the house looked so different. It just looked like a new home.
Backed by a 25-year transferable warranty. And right now, you can have that protection for 10% off the regular price.
Rhino Shield, I think it increases the value and the curb appeal of your home. Definitely worth it.
Here's Rhino Shield's Shane Smith.
This offer is limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl.
Go Rhino.
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
With traffic at 5:05, here's Matt Bear.
All right, John, northbound 465 on the east side, stop and go traffic from 70 up to Penn Pike. And those southbound lanes of 465 loaded up from 70 down to 74. Inbound 70 slows after rural into the north split, and southbound 65 70 loaded from West Street down to the south split. Eastbound 70 on a delay of 3 minutes from Belmont into the south split, and on the south side, northbound 65 slows before Raymond Street into the south split. Crash downtown College Avenue at New York Street, inbound 69 stop and go 106 282nd, northbound 465 slows at 79th up to 865. Traffic sponsored by Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. Honda of Fishers is now Great Lakes Honda of Fishers under new ownership. Visit them just off State Road 37 for special grand opening prices during their summer sales event. Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Your American Standard Cooling Weather Center forecast.
Thursday, we're going to see another day of slightly below normal temperatures with more sunshine getting into the mix. Highs will push into the lower 80s by Thursday afternoon, and then will be a touch warmer to end the work week and near normal for Friday. Highs look to push into the low to mid 80s. High school football's The Zone will be nice and warm for Friday evening with temperatures in the lower 80s. Wish TV Star Trek 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Sean Herrick on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Hammer and Nigel.
Can you believe these characters are weirdos?
So let's rock it.
We are going to be painting the entire southern border wall black to make sure that we encourage individuals to not come into our country illegally, to not break our federal laws, but that they will abide and come to our country the right way.
What? Okay, so that was Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem saying that the entire wall along the U.S.-Mexico border, we're going to paint it black, which I believe is a Rolling Stone song.
Paint it black.
But what is painting it black going to do?
Well, I will let Secretary Noem explain.
Okay.
Now, if you look at the structure that's behind me, it's tall, which makes it very, very difficult to climb, almost impossible. It also goes deep into the ground, which would make it very difficult, if not impossible, to dig under. And today, we are also going to be painting it black. That is specifically at the request of the president, who understands that in the hot temperatures down here, when something is painted black, it gets even warmer, and it will make it even harder for people to climb. So we are going to be painting the the entire southern border wall black to make sure that we encourage individuals to not come into our country illegally, to not break our federal laws, but that they will abide and come to our country the right way so that they can stay and have the opportunity to become United States citizens and pursue the American dream.
So Trump was sitting around one day, probably had a Big Mac in one hand, Diet Coke in the other. He's got Pootie Tang on hold, and he tells the secretary, "Tell Christie, I want the wall black because it's hot. The sun's gonna shine. It's gonna be hot. It's like when you walk on blacktop barefoot. It's gonna burn. It's gonna hurt. I want the wall black."
I was picturing that good. Great impression.
I'm not as good as you.
You're getting better. I was thinking they were at a round table discussion and they were wrapping things up. We've got, she's like, yeah, it's deep in the ground. It's high up. They're not going to be able to get past it. All right, let's break. And then Donald Trump, like right before he walks out the door, kind of turns around and looks at everybody, including Christie. Also, I'd like to paint it all black. Let's paint the whole wall black. All right, have a good day.
I want it done tomorrow.
That's how I pictured it.
And again,
you had a different
the
view
old
of
man
it.
just spitballing. He wants it so hot, like that somebody that even touches the wall, that even thinks about trying to climb the wall,
Get fried like an egg,
burns their hands. All right, fine. First of all, let's get all the wall done. Like, before we start worrying about what color the wall is, let's get it all done. Get all those pieces up that need to go where they are. I don't know if we still have any leftover pieces from the first term that Biden just let sit there and rust.
Do we even need a wall now? I mean, like the past 2 months, like 0 illegal border crossings. I don't know how much of the wall is done and how much of it is still just laying there. But it's like now nobody's even trying. Right. I mean, I would say the wall is a good deterrent, but like the past couple of months, Trump himself has been saying, no illegal border crossing, zero. But
hey, listen, I'll take my chances with the wall. Is it 100%? And this is what I fought with Abdul about for years. Well, there are people that are going to get through the wall. Yeah, but you know what? If it's a deterrent for some, that'd be great. Listen, nothing is foolproof. Nothing is 100%. There are still going to be people that find their way into this country illegally. But every little bit helps. I'd rather have a wall than not have the wall. And if I could have the wall hot and painted black and Christy Gnome's out there with a roller brush doing it herself, I'm here for that.
Could you imagine?
She did it yesterday. Like, there's video. That was a total photo op.
Sure.
But they got Christy Gnome out there, like, roller brushing the wall black. So good. You heard this in the news here at WIBC a little bit earlier. I think John Herrick had the story. A federal judge said he would not unseal the grand jury transcript in the Jeffrey Epstein investigation. This comes from Judge Richard Berman, and he said that the Justice Department did not overcome a long-standing precedent to keep things sealed up. They said they didn't provide enough evidence as to why it should be unsealed. So Ghislaine Maxwell's testimony, all things Epstein, according to this federal judge, will stay sealed up, Nigel.
So Dick Berman says, now you're not seeing what's in this stuff.
Correct.
No precedence for it, and everybody go about your business.
How many people are involved in this story? Like, how many people do you think are legitimately on the take?
I think there's people that we've heard of that are probably on some sort of list or mentioned in some sort of. I think there's a ton of people that are mentioned in the testimony that don't have anything to do, like illegally.
Right.
Like in an illegal sense. But there's probably some names in there that have, you look at it, it's probably
went to the island,
questionable. Yeah.
Went to the island, partook in activities, so to speak.
Yeah.
Could be world leaders, could be allies. But again, going back to the creepy, weird audio of James Comey, former FBI director we played yesterday.
Dear Lord.
Talking about Taylor Swift and how she has helped him deal with a bully like Donald Trump, which is such a beta thing to say from the former FBI director. That's how I know Trump is not involved in the amorous activities with youngsters on the island. Because had he been, Comey's daughter, who was the federal prosecutor in the Ghislaine Maxwell case, would have ran to her old man, and her old man would have ran to CNN and MSNBC, and Trump would have been smeared through the mud. He would have been done. And you know what? Rightfully so. If Trump had a part in all that, rightfully so. But that didn't happen. And if the Comeys didn't find anything, there's nothing there. Because I promise you they were looking. So who's on that list to where Donald Trump's become somewhat passé about? Is it somebody that's an ally to the United States? Is it high-ranking Republicans? We don't know. And the fact that we don't know is ridiculous.
And it's disheartening that they've gotten away with it.
Right.
No justice for the victims.
Nigel, some dude on YouTube, he's getting tons of followers and activity because he takes popular songs and then he turns them into smooth jazz trombone covers of them. So he plays the trombone, and then he takes these songs and turns them into like smooth jazz, almost yacht rock versions with the trombone.
Yeah.
And he's blowing up on YouTube.
Is he really blowing up on YouTube?
50,000 followers a week now. People are following this kid. Here are his renditions of Journey's Don't Stop Believin', Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana, and What I Like by Bruno Mars. Adding the trombone to Journey here.
Man, the likes and the clicks, I could just hear them one by one.
50,000 a week.
Whoa.
Nirvana. Sounds like sounds coming out of the unisex bathroom. Hello. Bruno Mars, little backing track.
I wish you...
Not doing anything for you, Nige?
I don't believe this guy's getting any clicks.
He's getting clicks. Now, chicks, I don't know. But clicks, absolutely.
Would you rather have clicks or chicks?
I'll take the chicks, but he's getting the clicks. Matt Bear.
Northwest side, northbound 465 stop and go traffic from 79 up to 865. And westbound 465 slow through the 865 interchange, almost out to Ford Road. Inbound 69 delayed 4 minutes, 106th Street, 282nd. On the east side, southbound 465 stop and go from 70 down to Brookville Road. And those northbound lanes slow from 70 up to Penn Pike. Southbound 65, 70 jammed from the north split to the south split. Northbound 65 delayed 4 minutes from South Keystone Avenue up to the south split, and eastbound 77-minute delay Belmont into Meridian, Illinois. Traffic sponsored by Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. Honda of Fishers is now Great Lakes Honda of Fishers under new ownership. Visit them just off State Road 37 for special grand opening prices during their summer sales event. Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Go back to the story of Kristi Noem painting the border wall black because Trump says it would make it hotter. Stephen B. on the YouTube chat. Kristi Noem should paint that wall black wearing a red, white, and blue American bikini. Just let everybody know we're the greatest country in the world, and if you want to be here, you got to do it the right way.
She could pull it off, too.
Hell yeah, man. I'm here for that.
I mean, in her early 50s, hell yeah.
I think I've got an inspiration for the next AI video.
Oh.
If it'll let me do that. I don't know. Right now, looking outside, it's absolutely perfect. It's the perfect conditions. It's a little overcast. It's 76. And again, nobody working on the monument out here, which has been under construction since 1740. But nobody's working on this beautiful day. That's fine. Coming up next.
We are.
A fun round of Are You Okay With This? Come on back.
Your future holds so much potential. The question is, Are you planting the right seeds today to make it flourish? At Howard Bailey Financial, we strive to help you create a retirement plan that can adapt to your evolving needs, offering guidance to bring you clarity, confidence, and purpose along the way. Whether you're just beginning or refining your financial strategy, we're here to support you. Let's grow something lasting together. Text GROW to 888-262-1104 to start planning for your future full of possibility. That's GROW to 888-262-1104. Take the first step today. Howard Bailey Securities, LLC is an independent financial services firm and uses a variety of different investment strategies. Please see disclosures at howardbailey.com.
Whether you're dropping them off for the first day of school or they're driving themselves for the first time, we know you have enough on your mind. That's why Hubler's got you and your family covered for 100,000 miles. And we want you to spend less on back to school. That's why you can shop over 2,000 vehicles and buy with zero down. Zero down delivers. Plus, we'll pay top dollar for your trade. Bring us your old car for an immediate appraisal. Head back to school in a Hubler Q-certified vehicle with a free Carfax history report and a 128-point vehicle inspection. Hubler's got you covered. For 100,000 miles, visit drivehubler.com or any of our 13 convenient locations. Zero down delivers at Hubler. 'Cause Hubler's got you covered.
Select models approved credit. Warranty on select models less than 9 years old.
Cover me!
Even clear, odorless water from a city water supply can bring unwanted contaminants like chlorine, lead, and hardness minerals into your home. C&J Water Systems remove unwanted impurities from water, leaving it soft, clean, and perfectly filtered. This summer, save up to 30% on select water treatment products with the purchase of any softener. Well Water, City Water, C&J, the official water treatment partners of the Fever, can make every drop in your home pure, fresh, and worry-free. C&J, 317-733-SOFT.
An official message from Medicare.
I'm saving money on my Medicare prescriptions. Maybe you can save too. With Medicare's Extra Help program, my premium is zero and my out-of-pocket costs are low. Who should apply? Single people making less than $24,000 a year or married couples who make less than $32,000. Even if you don't think you qualify, it pays to find out.
Go to ssa.gov/extrahelp. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
My mom just found the best place ever, Wilson's Farm Market. They've got the best ice cream in tons of flavors like butter pecan, orange pineapple, but my favorite is the old-fashioned vanilla. And the candy, whoa, there's a whole wall of it. Gummies, chocolates, giant jawbreakers, even old school stuff my grandma loves. It's like a candy wonderland. And they let me pick out my own bag? Yes! Wilson's is just 20 minutes north of Carmel. Tell your crew it's time for a sweet road trip. Wilson Farm Market, you gotta go!
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
Do you need air conditioning service and need to find a local well-trained expert you can trust like Price Point Comfort Heating and Cooling? We'll find that independent American Standard Air dealer at IndyHomeComfort.com.
This hour on 93 WIBC, powered by Pierce Jewelers in Carmel, designers of fine custom jewelry.
Are you really okay with this?
Are you okay? Everything's gonna be okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm pretty far from okay.
Are you okay with this? On the Hammer and Nigel show.
Oh, yeah! Hammer, a free diver, held his breath for almost a half an hour and obliterated a world record. Good Lord, almost 5 minutes longer than the previous record set in 20 21. Now, here's the thing. This guy's record was oxygen assisted, meaning that he was able to breathe pure oxygen for several minutes before making his attempt. Are you okay with this?
No, I'm not. Because when you say somebody holds the record for holding their breath, you would think it would be just like a contest we may have done as kids where you like 1, 2, 3, go, and you start holding your breath. No, this dude for 10 minutes was sucking in, inhaling pure oxygen. Now, for those who don't know, this is a game changer because pure oxygen offsets the initial oxygen carbon dioxide balance. And this allows free divers like this guy to hold their breath for significantly longer than humanly possible.
No kidding.
I had no idea. I had to look it up. So that's why the world record for like an unaided breath holding is like 11 minutes, which is still insane. Like just holding your breath for 11 minutes is ridiculous.
It could go like 30 seconds, possibly.
Maybe. Right. This dude, if you're just inhaling pure oxygen, it gives you a little bit of a buffer. He did that for 10 minutes straight, and that's how he was able to hold his breath for 30 minutes underwater.
So, would you say the word cheating might be appropriate?
I'm going to say no on cheating because it sounds like this is part of the rules. Like kind of like when Barry Bonds was doing his thing in baseball, Mark McGwire, there really wasn't a whole lot of rules against that kind of stuff.
Everybody was doing the steroids.
Right.
Everybody was.
Mark McGwire had like creatine and all this kind of stuff in his back. And, you know, allegedly Canseco and McGwire were injecting each other before games back when he was on the A's. But there was no real, you know, rules against that in baseball. They didn't really test for that kind of stuff. But here in the Hold Your Breath World Championships, or whatever the hell they're calling it, you're allowed to just huff oxygen. Huff pure oxygen.
But again, before going under.
Right.
But that enhances your ability to stay down longer.
Stays in your body longer and offsets carbon dioxide, which is how you black out when you hold your breath.
Welcome to the Hold Your Breath Championship.
Here on the Ocho.
So ridiculous.
Coming up next, dodgeball.
Okay.
I'd watch that. I'm not going to lie. Like, if you told me tonight at 8 o'clock on ESPN, it's the Hold Your Breath World Championships, you son of a bitch, I'm in and I'm betting on it.
There's a new term for going directly from relationship to relationship without taking some time to be single. It's called monkey barring.
Monkey barring. So like in monkey bars, you swing from one bar to another. Like we've all seen the videos of the Al-Qaeda guys training where they're swinging on the monkey bars, right?
Shane Gillis, comedian, does a great bit about that. Are you okay with monkey barring?
No, because it's a stupid term that nobody has asked for. There's nothing wrong with going from one relationship to the other. There does not need to be a term for that. We don't always need to come up with terms for things. So, like, if I'm watching a Colts game and then I go outside and I take a hammer and I start beating my privacy fence to fix it, there doesn't need to be a term for that. There doesn't need to be horse banging, right? Watching the Colts swinging a hammer, horse banging. No, it's two separate things. There's nothing wrong with it. It's ridiculous.
Are you okay with smaller portions for
Put that in the Friday montage, Allison. Nothing wrong with horse banging. Watching the Colts and swinging a hammer.
Are you okay with smaller portions for a cheaper price? 44% of diners claim they've ordered children's meals for themselves at restaurants. This has happened with my wife and I before. Are you okay with this?
So you pulled a Zelensky and got a kid's meal. Like, you're such a little guy. You pulled a Zelensky and got a kid's meal at the restaurant.
We were in Florida. I remember this vividly. In February, down in Clearwater, the kids were upstairs. They had already been fed. Lindsay and I were down at the bar just for a minute, just getting a drink, but we weren't hungry. But we could easily have eaten, like, a couple of chicken fingers or something like that. So we just ordered the kids' meal and told them to go. Of course, we ordered it to go.
Sure.
And yeah, hey, our kids are upstairs.
So you're a grown man that got a kid's meal.
Yes.
Do you have Tim Walz on speed dial for tampons? Serious question. I think our audience needs to know. When you need tampons, Nigel, do you call Tim Walz?
If I needed an emergency maxi pad, yes, Tim Walz is on my emergency dial.
Not okay with this.
No?
Do I look like the kind of guy that wants less food? Like when I go to a fast food place.
We just weren't that hungry, I'm saying.
Then maybe don't eat. If you're not hungry,
something.
don't eat.
Or order a gigantic meal for $50 and leave a third of it.
Or maybe just order one sandwich. That wouldn't kill you. But you look like such a clown ordering a kid's meal as an adult.
We did say it was for our kids upstairs.
Yeah, but you were lying. You just told everybody you were lying.
We were totally
about it.
lying.
So you're a grown man that ordered a kid's meal.
Absolutely.
And then you got into your man van that probably doesn't have any windows on it.
We were at the hotel. It was in Florida. But yes, I do have a man van.
You went back to the hotel room and you peed sitting down, didn't you?
At night, when I'm bleary-eyed and I can't see well, sometimes I will, yes, have a seat.
John Herrick has the news.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Where Google could be making a move. You've got 76 degrees and a cloudy sky, but no rain on radar. I'm John Herrick. Here's what's trending at 5:30. The Metropolitan Development Commission approved a rezoning request for a Google data center campus for Indianapolis earlier today. The Indianapolis City County Council reviews it next month, and could vote on that September 8th. It would be in Franklin Township, and some people who live there say they're not a fan of it. More on what else Google has planned in a moment. The humidity and mugginess have died down across Indiana. Cody Moore with the National Weather Service in Indianapolis lays out what the temperatures will look like across the state over the next 10 days.
A couple degrees cooler for northern Indiana, a couple degrees warmer for southern Indiana, but overall no major temperature gradients.
He says most places will have highs during this period that are either in the upper 70s or low 80s. North Carolina declaring a state of emergency as the East Coast prepares for Hurricane Aaron. Fox Weather's Mike Seidel is in Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. Mike, what's it like there?
It looks like a giant wash tub effect in the Atlantic today. Off the coast of Cape Hatteras at the buoy, 20-foot seas. These wave heights will increase, and as they come into the surf zone tomorrow, they will really pound these beaches. Also, there's a storm surge warning with water above normally high ground expected 2 to 4 feet. That will send the surf and some of these waves into the dune line, which protects all the property here in Kitty Hawk. I'm meteorologist Mike Seidel, Fox Weather.
He wasn't just infatuated, he was devoted to a person who didn't even exist. A 75-year-old man in China named Jiang, as he's been identified, fell head over heels for a pixelated AI woman online. His wife complained about that, so he told her he wanted a divorce. But his adult children stepped in and talked him to his senses, though, so the marriage is still on. New products from Google are set to include new AI features designed to help users retrieve information, automatically create videos, and snap better photos. Google has steadily layered AI capabilities into its Pixel products since 2023 as they try to compete with Apple. And today, among other things, they released 4 Pixel 10 phones, the Pixel 4 watch, and a revamped set of Pixel earbuds. And with traffic at 5:32, here's Matt Bear.
All right, John, inbound 65 stop-and-go traffic, MLK down to 21st Street and slow to Meridian Pad. Southbound 65, 70 jams. North Split down to the South Split. It's a 4-minute delay. Eastbound 70 delayed 9 minutes. Tibbs Avenue into the South Split. And northbound 65 slow after South Keystone Avenue into the South Split. That's because of construction. Crash on the east side, Post Road at Brookville Road. Crash on the northeast side, Allisonville Road at 96. And a crash downtown College Avenue at New York. Traffic sponsored by B-Window. Right now, employee-owned B-Window means business. Receive up to 50% off, plus a free patio door. Trust a local, trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And the forecast from the American Standard Cooling Weather Center.
We're tracking a mostly cloudy, dry, and mild Wednesday night. Lows look to fall into the middle 60s.
Thursday, we're going to see another day of slightly below normal temperatures with more sunshine getting into the mix. Highs will push into the lower 80s by Thursday afternoon, and then will be a touch warmer to end the work week and near normal for Friday. Highs look to push into the low to mid 80s. High school football's The Zone will be nice and warm for Friday evening with temperatures in the lower 80s. Wish TV Star Trek 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
And I'm John Herrick on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
The Hammer and Nigel Show. My name is Nigel. Jason Hammer right over there with a very special guest on the hotline.
Back from Israel, he is Tony Kinnett, investigative reporter for the Daily Signal, host of the Tony Kinnett Cast. Tonis, last week we spoke to you. You and Bibi Netanyahu were playing cornhole together. You guys were figuring out all the world's problems. How was the trip to Israel?
I mean, any time you're out of the country and you're not in France, it's pretty good. So, I mean, it was a really incredible trip. We were busy up until the last minute. I got to visit the Syrian and Lebanese kind of border war area, which was always a blast when live fire starts being heard on the horizon. But no, it was good to actually get a little context on the ground, and some investigations we'll be releasing shortly.
Meanwhile, back here in the United States, Donald Trump's been a busy man. Went up to Alaska, spoke with Pootie Tang, came to the White House, had little Zelensky in there. The EU leaders came in for some reason, and
historical moment. Never happened before.
They all hung out together, had conversations, and now we wait. What do you make of the, as we call it, the trilateral meeting attempt from Donald Trump?
So I'll say this. Remember during the Biden administration that they said the adults are back in charge, and that, all of these world leaders supposedly hated Donald Trump and they didn't want him back in office. Yeah. Now you have all of these world leaders. You have Keir Starmer. You have the president of Finland. I don't really care what his name is. The president of the Netherlands, the chancellor of Germany, who Giorgia Meloni of Italy looks like she wanted to stab. All of these people at the White House are saying Trump has done more than anyone. I mean, even had the head of NATO who called Trump daddy singing his praises.
Yeah.
I was told that we were all going to die and everyone was going to be illiterate and that slavery was going to be back and martial law was going to happen and it was going to be World War III, IV, and V. It turns out that Trump's actually kind of good at his job. Who'd have thunk?
Go back to the meeting in Alaska. What was the significance of Donald Trump on the red carpet, shaking hands with Putin, walking down the red carpet, standing on a podium that didn't say the United States of America? It said Alaska on it, which kind of probably had to burn Putin a little bit, seeing as how the United States purchased Alaska for like $7 million or something like that. And then having the B-2 bombers fly overhead. What did you think about all that?
I'm glad you mentioned the last bit, because I was going to accuse you of working for CNN for a second. To fly B-2 bombers, F-22s, F-35s, at about half the altitude they're supposed to do flyovers at is the most intimidating, incredible American crack the Budweiser, play the bald eagle moment that I have seen in ages. The man grabbed Putin's hand, jerked him over close to him like, that's right, you're going to come over to me, you stinking little Ruski jerk. And then, again, brokered a pretty impressive argument towards getting Russia to accept some type of security guarantee for Ukraine from the European side, and to agree to meet with Zelensky in the next couple of weeks. That's a pretty big deal. To make Putin move on two things that he wasn't going to move in a war that he's not losing, again, I'd say that Trump kind of knows what he's doing.
But do you trust Putin?
I trust those B-2 pilots. I know that. I mean, as far as trusting Putin, again, Trump has leveraged the economy in a way to say, if you don't want to starve and die, and you don't want your trading partners to starve and die, in this case China, maybe you actually come to the table here. It's worked 6 times in a row, and so far it appears that Russia's kind of running out of money and resources.
What's he averaging? Is he averaging like ending one conflict per month since his inauguration?
One trade deal per month and one ceasefire or peace deal per month. And it's all because of the exact same economic leverage. It's, again, he's not pulling out any brand new cards because he doesn't have to. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And by the way, he's self-deprecating at the same time, which is always a good look for Trump when he says, look, I thought it was going to be easy. Perhaps this one is a little more difficult, but at least I don't have a forehead the size of Adam Schiff. I mean, there's something about that that's like, yeah, I kind of like this guy. I mean, he pulls it off a lot better than Gavin Newsom and his schizophrenic nonsense.
And you're right, but in this case, it takes more than one person to end this thing. And right now, even though everybody's excited for a potential three-way meeting between these three, hell, last night, Pootie Tang tries to get cute, and he's throwing, bombs and drones, like, close to the NATO territory, less than a mile. That's intentional. That's a big middle finger to Pootie Tang, from Pootie Tang. So the question becomes, Tony, what happens if he's like, nah, I'm good. We're going to continue this thing. What then?
Did you see the statement from J.D. Vance where he said, hey, hang on, maybe we need to take Putin seriously here?
Did not.
You see that statement? Oh, you didn't? Oh, I didn't hear it either. I didn't hear any. I think what Putin was trying to do was trying to get some of the isolationists in the United States to go, hey, hang on here. Yeah. Maybe we need to kind of cower away from Putin. And it didn't happen. Instead, everyone has stood behind the president and what he is doing. I think Putin has overplayed his hand here, thinking that Trump was always just going to treat him nicely. And I just don't see that in this particular case. And as for the continuing to fight a war, I mean, yeah, there's not a ceasefire in place. Of course, they're going to try to do as much as they can up until the last minute. I'm not as surprised about this. I think that was trying to get the isolationists a little spooked, but I mean, Tucker Carlson's audience is about half of what it was a year ago. So,
Just one more thing. I heard a great theory from a friend of our show, Francis Martel, world editor at Breitbart, that said that, Vlad Putin doesn't want this war to end because there are a lot of disenfranchised Russian men that are dissidents, that are radicals, that want to overthrow him, that kill him. So the more of these kinds of people that live in his country that he can throw into the meat grinder, the better. Meanwhile, the rest of the population is counting on Vlad Putin to get them through this.
So it's kind of funny. Putin likes to talk about how NATO building on the borders of Russia being the biggest threat to the Russian people. Ironically, it's actually the westernization of the Russian people, by which I mean they actually have started to value their own lives a lot more than Russians throughout history. Yeah. And you have a lot of Russians who are really pissed. Civil disobedience can't really be quelled in Russia right now because Russians aren't as thrilled about firing upon Russians as, say, the Chinese are. So it's, again, I agree with that Breitbart idea that he wants the war to continue because once it's over for him, what you think that Dmitry Medvedev, which is essentially Putin's front man, is going to be able to hold the country together either? I don't see it.
Tony, you sent me a text earlier that simply said, CBS should have their license revoked. What's going on?
I love it when I get these texts.
So, yeah, I'd like to bother you guys at 4 a.m. So CBS and Paramount, we all know that they edited the Kamala Harris interview on 60 Minutes during the campaign.
Correct.
It was the reason Trump sued him because the FCC says, yeah, you can't do that. And they ended up settling for $16 million. Now, some people said that was because of Colbert. That was a very stupid take. There's a different word I would use for that we can't really use on the air. But instead, CBS, before the case went to discovery, which is when you have to cough up everything that you've ever done, they did this little quiet settlement. And now we find out, based on a brand new report, that CBS has been editing presidential campaign interviews on behalf of Democrats for years. We're talking like decades, perhaps, worth of FCC regulation violations that, I mean this seriously, every single CBS affiliate should lose their licensure at this point. That's how bad. Again, this is likely the biggest media scandal probably in the history of the country.
Now, Tony, when you say editing, we're not talking about cutting out some dead air or some ums and ahs to make something fit for like the time frame here. We're talking about changing answers and eliminating certain parts of an answer to make somebody, look like they're actually alive.
Yeah, so the FCC requires you and I because we're operating on Spectrum, that's real radio and TV. We're not talking about Fox. Cable news does not apply to FCC regulations. But CBS, which operates on Spectrum, you got to give equal time. That not only means minutes, but, yeah, you can't change someone's answers in order to, make them look incredible and then just run the gross, ugly cut from the other candidate to make him look like an idiot. And CBS did this for years. They did it with Biden. They did it with Kamala. Now there's evidence they may have done this with freaking Al Gore. I mean, this is a major, major scandal.
Come back for one more segment?
Sure.
Tony Kinnett's with us. This is the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Hey, guys, are you always tired and ready to do something about getting your energy back, but you just don't have the time? Now, Synergen X and Low T Center have the solution. New, at-home, TRT. We're talking personalized to you and delivered straight to your door. Save even more time with their new mobile app. It's like being at the office without the hassle. Affordable treatment options available. Don't wait. Book now. FixMyLowT.com. That's FixMyLowT.com.
So, guys, if you're lacking energy, if you're always tired, but you don't really have the time to do anything about it, you're busy, you're working, relax. Synergen X and the Low T Center, they've got a solution for you. At home TRT. Personalized to you and delivered straight to your front door. Affordable treatment options tailored to your body. Find out more information and book right now at FixMyLowT.com. That's FixMyLowT.com.
Don't let pneumococcal pneumonia break your stride. If you're 50 or older, you're at increased risk. So be proactive with Capvaxive pneumococcal 21-valent conjugate vaccine to help protect against invasive pneumococcal disease and pneumonia caused by certain types of pneumococcal bacteria. Capvaxive helps protect against the strains of bacteria that cause about 30% more IPD cases than any other pneumococcal conjugate vaccine in adults over 50, according to national-level CDC stats. Regional variations may exist. Don't get Capvaxive if you're allergic to the vaccine or its ingredients. Tell your doctor if you have a weakened immune system. Common side effects include injection site reactions, feeling tired, headache, muscle aches, and fever. Capvaxive does not protect against all strains. For more information, call 1-800-927-8888 or visit capvaxive.com. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Capvaxive. Need help paying for your Merck vaccine? Visit merckhelps.com. Sponsored by Merck.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And right now, lease a new 2025 RAV4, just $349 per month. Or a new Tacoma, $299 per month. Plus, choose from Camrys, Corollas, Highlanders, Tundras, and more.
Hubler's got you covered.
At the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com. Grand opening savings and the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit, plus tax, tag, title, license, 249 dealer doc, RAV4 model 4432, Tacoma model 7540, 36 months, $29.99 due, 0 security, 10,000 annual miles, 15 cents per mile thereafter, expires 9/1.
Sometimes an identity threat is a ring of professional hackers. And sometimes it's an overworked accountant who forgot to encrypt their connection while sending bank details.
I need a coffee.
And you need LifeLock, because your info is in endless places. It only takes one mistake to expose you to identity theft. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
The Attorney General's office wants to put your money back in your pocket. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov and search for yourself, your loved ones, or your business. It's fast, easy, and free.
Have you heard? The Staples Easy button is back with even more easy. Press it for custom prints, shipping services, even passport photos. Staples, that was easy.
You know the face, now hear the stories. Actor Nick Searcy from Justified and Castaway joins Tony Katz for one night only, August 23rd, to talk about how Hollywood and Washington, D.C. led him to the heartland. Tickets at WIBC.com. Presented in part by Devour Remodeling.
Matt Bear has a look at the roads.
All right, Hammer, southbound 65 in the Boone. Stop and go traffic from County Road 550 south down to Whitestown Parkway. Northbound 465 slow 79th Street up to 865. Inbound 65 slow from MLK down to West Street, and southbound 65 70 jam. North split to the south split delayed 11 minutes. Eastbound 70 stop and go From Harding Street into the South Split, northbound 65 South Side slow before Raymond Street into the South Split. On the east side, northbound 465 slow from 70 up to 75th. Crash Post Road to Brookville Road. Crash south of downtown. It's westbound Morris past West Street. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off plus a free patio door. Trust a local. Trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
74 at the American Standard Cooling Weather Center at 93 WIBC. We are back on the Hammer and Nigel show, and the reason we pull such incredible ratings, the reason we're number one, the reason we pull these video game-like numbers in Afternoon Drive is because we surround ourselves with awesome guests like Tony Kinnett.
That's right.
He is the host of the Tony Kinnett Cast, coming up tonight right after our program at 7 o'clock. Tony, the Good Time Party Boys are back in Texas. The Democrats have arrived. Everybody's fighting about redistricting. Some people at this radio station feel different than the way that I do. Where are you at with the whole redistricting conversation?
I'm sorry. I just don't care about all of the pearl clutching that, Indiana voters are really upset at the Republicans. We shouldn't redistrict. I'm sorry. What skirt are you wearing? What on God's green earth is all of a sudden, we can't play by the same rules the Democrats do, or what, Spider-Man? You're going to be just as bad? I'm sorry. I really do get a little annoyed at some of even our dear colleagues who think that all of a sudden here in Indiana, the Republicans are just as bad as the Democrats.
And let's be grown men here. Like, Rob has a different perspective than what I have, but I've had it out with Rob in regards to this.
Well, Rob, Kendall, and then also Tony Katz has some opinions on this that I disagree with as well. And I respect them. I love them. I'm serious. I've defended them time and time again. But they're wrong here. And not just a little wrong, they're dead wrong. Because the idea that all of this, I have to protect Andre Carson's seat, piss off. That is a horrible individual. I don't have to pretend Indianapolis sacred Democrat district. Screw off. He doesn't deserve a seat. If California is going to play by dirty games and New York's going to play by dirty games, then fine. Ante up, sit at the table, win the game.
I've always said, nice guys finish last and winners bang the prom queen. I'm ready for a little prom queen time here. There's no joy in being morally right. Like, I was morally right for the Obama years, and I lost my job because of Obamacare. I was morally right during the Biden administration, and we have no idea who is running this country. I'm ready to do a little ass-kicking and winning, Tony.
I'm also going to point out that some of the same Republicans who played super nice are the same ones that many of us have a problem with right now. So I'm sorry, but trusting all of the play nice Republicans in order to get us out of whatever kind of a mess and to set up new rules, they're the ones who consistently suck. They're the ones who consistently lose. They're the ones who screw over the people where I live in Hancock County and Henry County on the eastern side of the state. So, no, I'm not going to do, we need to play nice. Piss off. Go sit in the library and read your little good, feely, warm books by yourself.
What's your prediction? Is it even going to happen? Is it a possibility in Indiana? Because the lines, the way they're drawn right now, are pretty good.
Well, I mean, yes, the lines, the way they're drawn right now are pretty good. And whenever you do play redistricting, it's a gamble.
Yes.
My prediction is it's really hard to tell because there are actual inside fights going on right now. There's a little fist fighting going on, which is fun. I think that it's likely we might have a proposal brought forward to redistrict that the House is going to have to vote on. Yeah. I can't really tell you how some of the suburban people are going to vote because they don't really have a spine, and the political winds in Indiana are usually quiet this time of year, so they haven't been told how to vote yet.
And of all this political infighting, Tony, I have no idea what his stance is on this, but whoever's on the opposite side of that weenie Rod Bray has my support. All right, what's coming up on the big show tonight?
Tonight we've got Senator Eric Schmitt out of Missouri. We're going to talk about some fist fighting over in the courts, why we still need to keep that stuff here, because it turns out people who break the laws need to suffer consequences for it.
All right, you got Schmitt going down tonight. I like it. On the Tony Kinnett Cast, find him on Twitter at TheTonus. My man, we'll talk next week.
You got it.
It's the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Well, hopefully, if you have more than $200,000 saved for retirement, it's not stuffed somewhere in your house underneath the mattress or something like that. No, hopefully you're not putting all that money in the stock market either, because you have no idea what's going to happen with it. You could make a smart move and get a 20% upfront bonus and a competitive return that's averaged more than 10% annually over the past 10 years with Bill Demery.
Bill Demery breaks things down in a way that you can understand. The world of finance and retirement, it can be intimidating. It can be kind of scary if you don't know what you're doing. But Bill Demery, based in Indy, he will walk you through all the ways to grow your money. And it's your money. Learn how to keep the government away. Learn how to grow your money. Set up a free meeting with Bill Demery. 317-648-5120. 317-648-5120. Bill Demery, your retirement guy. 317-648-5120.
The kids are heading back to school, and let's be honest, you're finally getting the house to yourself again, which makes now the perfect time to take care of that roof, siding, or gutters you've been putting off. And Moss Roofing is here to help. Moss Roofing has been helping Central Indiana homeowners for 34 years. They're family-owned, locally rooted, and known for doing things right every single time. Free inspections, honest advice, and top-quality work on roofing, siding, gutters, and windows. They treat your home like it's their own, and they clean up like they were never there. That's why they've got great reviews and a loyal following of happy homeowners. So don't put it off any longer. Let Moss Roofing check your roof, your siding, and your gutters to make sure they're ready for the winter ahead. For your free inspection, call 317-747-3665. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-747-3665. Moss Roofing, 747-3665, or online at Moss, M-O-S-S, mossroofing.com.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to GoodRx.com/GLP. That's GoodRx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
Well, summer's still hot, and so are the deals at Tom Roush Lincoln. Right now, get 0% for up to 48 months on 2025 Lincoln Aviator and Nautilus, or 0.9% for 72 months on 2025 Grand Touring Corsair. Or how about a $50,000 Lincoln Corsair from just $499 per month? So come get one of those hot summer deals at Tom Roush Lincoln in Fishers.
MSRP $52.20, 36-month term, $2,500 due at signing, $499 a month, 10,500 miles per year. Good through 8/31/25.
Attention, Indiana homeowners. Are you tired of avoiding your wet basement? Hi, I'm Mike Smith with Swainco Crawl Space and Basement Repair, your real, local, Indiana family-owned experts. Imagine all the possibilities of a guaranteed dry basement, a cozy new family room, a home gym, or even a new office. And with no interest, no payment financing, you